What's going on, folks? Good morning. Hope you are all well. Welcome to the Doodle Stream. You guys know the drill. Most of you know the drill. This is the show that I host every Friday on Twitch and YouTube, and for the second week in a row, Facebook. So I'm still a little skeptical that the Facebook thing will keep working, but we're going to keep doing it as long as it works. So if you're watching on Facebook, thank you very much. And thank you everybody who's here and watching. Don't forget, like the stream, makes me feel better about myself. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, but most of you are. So thank you very, very much. So yes, welcome to the Doodle Stream. This is where I take your ideas and I attempt to doodle them out in real time before your very eyes for 3 hours. We have a lot of fun. It's usually a good time. While I've got you guys, a huge thanks go out, as always, to the incredible people that support me over on Patreon. These are my awesome patron supporters. Patreon offers content creators like myself, like artists and musicians and writers and authors and video creators and all kinds of other awesome creative people the opportunity for their fans to support them on a monthly basis with some type of financial pledge. So head over to patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws for more information on what that means. And I like to think I take very good care of my patrons. So I have lots of rewards, incentives. There's constantly things I am mailing them. So check that out. You can join for as little as $1 single. And then you can have your name on the shout out list in every video and live stream. So thank you guys very, very much. Let's see. As per usual, I like to let you guys what's going on, if there's new things going on before we start drawing. I did launch some more stickers again. Hey, stickers. People love the stickers. Don't lie to me. You guys love the stickers. Over on my Etsy store, etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws, I just uploaded some new stickers, and I have more stickers to upload, but I'm holding off on them because they are new approaches to existing designs. So it's updated artwork. I think it looks a lot nicer. It's definitely also a testament of drawing every day for years. So it gets better and better, but I'm hesitant to put them up yet because I really want to sell through the old designs first. Not that I'm not proud of the old designs. I'm proud of all the different stuff I make and sell. So, but I do have a lot of stuff over in the clearance section of my store for $1. And $1 is a crazy price because a lot of those stickers usually cost me more than $1 to make each. So I'm selling them at less than it costs me. But definitely check it out. I'd love to clear through that stuff so I can get some of the other new stickers up. But this is a brand new sticker I just launched. It's called Wear a Mask, Don't Be a Blockhead. So there you go. It's also printed out on a prismatic hologram material. Unfortunately, not like a hologram you would know from Star Wars or Star Trek. I don't think they use holographic. I think they use prismatic hologram as the official title. But I wanted to kind of have that whole safety vibe, safety label vibe. It came out really nice. I'm really, really happy with it. It looks sharp. $4. Could be yours for $4. Of course, it is like all my other stickers, so you can get the sticker pack. If you want to pick 5 for 18 or pick 10 for 35, you can choose any of them. Any of them you want. But that's a new one. And then also this one, I do have a restock of my Mandalorian, and the child /Grogu /Baby Yoda are back in stock again. Little different for Mando, though. I am trying out the airbrushed aluminum material. It came out really nice. Really, really nice. I'm always hesitant to try out the other materials from the vendor. I'm like, is it going to look good? Is it going to look dumb? But I cleaned up the helmet. The last design did have the dirt and scuff on it, which was very much kind of like those first 1 to 3 episodes of The Mandalorian. This one is a lot more refined, shiny Beskar armor, season finale, Mando in his glory. But it really does look nice. It's a very nice, shiny material, and it's not too shiny. So, but that's another new one. They're in the store. that could be yours for the low price of $4 each. It also helps me pay the bills and keep food on the table. So thank you guys for checking that out. Etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. Let's turn that off of there. There we go. Helping me out today is my buddy Ken. Ken, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. As always, it's a lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Ken is one of the original chat MC legends.
You are upping the ante with adding Facebook. It's another chat to watch out for. Luckily,
I'm sorry.
That's awesome. No,
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah, StreamYard. I mean, I'm telling you, if StreamYard didn't condense them all for me, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, you know, they made an adjustment a little while ago where so I pay for StreamYard. I do the monthly, fee.
Sure.
And that was that enabled you to stream to 2 platforms at the same time. You had to upgrade your paid to like the premium paid to have 3 or more. And they made a change a couple months ago so that the regular paid included 3. And I'm like, oh, but I kind of hesitated on it because I heard from some people that the Facebook was having issues like integrating with it. So I kept dropping people's streams on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Like it was fine on the other ones, but like the Facebook one would start and then it would just drop. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to rock the boat. So, but new year, continuing to experiment and try new things. I said, let's click the button and see what happens. So this is the second week that we're doing Facebook, and I am led to believe there were no issues with streaming to Facebook last week. So that's great. Good stuff. Hello to everybody who's already here and who's already watching. Hello to Brett's Builds. Ken is in the chat, of course. He's here in real life and in the chat. Bricksmith is here. What is up, Julian? Fazoom is here. Steve is here. Lindsay is here. Hello. Pink Wheels 3 is here. And Milan. Hello, Milan. And Kelly. Hello. And hello to Ian. Ian is watching. Hello. Ray, Funny Figs is here. Deanna is here. I think it's everybody. So, yes, if you don't know the drill, Ken is here really to entertain you folks. But he captures your suggestions and ideas, so don't worry. Once they get thrown in the chat, he will collect them and he puts them in the private chat for me. So there's no need necessarily to spam things. No, there's just no reason ever to spam things. So we got him. Ken is going to take care of that. Today is all about nature. This is another one of those things that I never draw. So this is going to be great.
And then right as you said that, of course, Bricksmith spammed the chat.
With some bits. I'll take that. Yeah, speaking of, let me pick something to draw first. And hello to Ghost Freaking Talking. Nick, very nice to have you back, Nick. Nick's been avoiding my stream for since Thanksgiving, actually. Let me do this one from Steve for a piping plover chick, because Steve threw that actually. Here we go. Put that on the screen. He put that on the Facebook. Is spam natural? He put that on the Facebook stream placeholder right when I put it up, and I was hoping it was going to stay on there, but I'm pretty sure it vanished. I was like, oh, that'd be cool if that stayed on there, but I'm going to start with that.
Yeah, it stayed on the Facebook comments, and it's on the.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah, it's up there. It's just above your pin chats below it.
Nice. Okay, cool. I thought it would have vanished. YouTube, if you put something in the live chat, it's gone. It'll only last for a day or something until the show is actually live.
Okay. No, I must have joined at the right time because I see it.
Nice. All right. Let me look up what this is because I don't know. This could be horrible, but
no, it's cute.
Okay, good.
It's a little white and gray chick bird on a.
Oh, this is
sandy
that.
beach.
This reminds me of whatever that short Pixar film.
Yeah. The new Pixar film. That's exactly what it looks like.
Good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, take this picture. What's up, Charlie? Bluegrass Bricks is here.
So usually I'm behind on my reference stuff, and I actually saw that one, so I
nice.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I started watching. Speaking of references, I've started up my next anime series. I'm on Fullmetal Alchemist now.
Okay. The original.
I'm enjoying it.
Just not Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but the original, just cartoon.
I guess the no.
Yeah,
Now you've thrown me off.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. So I'm in the same boat you are. I'm watching just Full Metal Alchemist, the anime, and geez, I don't even know. I'm like barely into it. There's so many episodes.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So you'll probably pass me because I haven't watched it in quite a while.
Do you know how many seasons there are?
Full Metal Alchemist? Geez, I don't know. I know there's a lot of episodes in the season I'm watching.
Okay, because like I mentioned, One Punch Man, I loved it,
but there's only one season,
and there's only one season on Netflix. They like betrayed me,
right?
So Full Metal Alchemist also has only one season on Netflix, and I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm like, there's not going to be just one season of this show. There's no way.
Is that what it shows on there? That's
one season on Netflix. That's it.
So let's see, episodes and more. Oh, so then the other problem was that my Netflix account got deleted.
Oh.
And so then when I went to start watching stuff again, it was like half the stuff wasn't there. So yeah, there's 51 episodes in season 1.
Yeah.
I'm on,
yes, there is.
I'm on, let's see, I finished 29, so I'm on 30.
Hey, what's up, Sue? Welcome to the stream.
And then after that, there's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on Netflix, which has, let's see, 13 in part 1. There's 5 parts in that one. So if you do enjoy it, there's plenty more. And then there's what's it called when they use real actors? There's the movie.
A live action
movie.
A Full Metal Alchemist?
I'm pretty sure yeah, or something not quite as anime friendly. It's really weird, apparently. Trying to see if I can find it now to see if.
But yes, nice to see you, Sue. Welcome to the stream. And
yeah,
is anybody else? I thought maybe I saw somebody else pop in, but what
the
race
little
is?
screenshot looks like kind of cartoony, but let's see. People are probably saying like, "Hey, Ken, you're getting it all wrong."
Oh, hello, Demure7242 on YouTube. Ray says, Kevin, we saw that video of the sticker on Patreon. It looks so great in motion. The people need to see it. Yeah, the shine of the Mando helmet, because I did a quick little like lens thing, which is basically the stories like every platform has. So the patrons, those that caught the lens, got to see it a couple of weeks before anybody else got to see it. But it's a really nice material. It's anytime you do any of these materials that are not like just a standard vinyl, it's very hard to photograph because it doesn't really convey what it is. You have to you have to do some kind of little quick video so you can show it like shining in the light and stuff. You understand.
Totally understand. So I had a so when I started my job last year, Susanna says the live action is a trip. So there is a live action of Full Metal Alchemist. I haven't seen it. I just was based on what Randy was telling me about it.
Yeah,
because he's seen it.
All right, there's my
Fazoom is bird pooper request.
Pippin plover chick. So that's
nice.
That's a nice way to start off. It's not too terribly big either. That's good.
So when I started my job last year, I got assigned a locker, and on the locker, the previous owner had put a like a big monster sticker where it's actually like cut around the fingers that hang down on the Monster energy drink.
Oh, okay, I was gonna ask, is this the Monster energy drink?
Yeah, Monster energy drink. Yeah, because we're can manufacturers, so we do a lot of can related things that so someone had a Monster energy sticker and it's kind of related to our business, and I don't know if they got it from work or if they got it from home or whatever, but anyway, I think what happened was janitorial went through and cleaned all the lockers. They did a like a COVID clean on them, and so then I came in the next day and my sticker's gone, and like that's how I found my locker, because there's a lot of them in there, Yeah. And, like now I know where my locker is, so it's not a big deal, but it's like, well, did someone just steal my sticker? Like, what the heck? So I figured I'd give it a couple of days. I'm going to put one of your stickers on there, and I was like, the Mando helmet would be a really good choice.
Yeah, it would. I mean, you have like a nice little collection of them, don't you?
I have a huge collection, including your old your previous Mando helmet, which I already
Yeah.
have. So I'll probably use that one because I already have it.
Yeah, it's kind of tough because it's like, I mean, obviously I'm proud of the work, but it's like, oh, I can do better than this next time. But then I feel slightly like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not trying to be like, I'm gonna hold one over on my customers, eh?
No, not at all. It's like, hey, if I want the new version, I mean, there's like I want that Don't Be a Blockhead one. So maybe I'll
Yeah.
throw a Mando in there with it, and that way I have both the new and the old. But I'm not like trying to get like one of each of your stickers or anything. But there's definitely the ones that I enjoy that I grab.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Okay, we're gonna go with this one from Pink Wheels 3. This is an iris flower. Joseph Zawada is here. What is up? What is up, Joseph Zawada? Yeah, because that was something that I had asked. Oh, I don't even remember when I asked. Is time a thing anymore? Time's not a thing anymore. But
No.
I was like, I put something up on social media like, hey, do you guys like this? And I used Link from Zelda. I was like, do you guys like this better than this other way? Because I was going for like the stylized eye approach and stuff like that. And I mean, I felt like the new work was better too. But, part of me is just like, I hope people don't think I'm intentionally like holding back. So like, I'm going to do this okay, but next time I'm going to really do it good. So that you have to buy it twice. Like, that's definitely not my intention. But, yeah, you do something forever, you get better at it.
They're giving me a workout. Oh wait, I missed that one.
Oh, with suggestions?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some good ones. They're flying. I love it. What was was it last week where we did? Yeah, the movie ones was intense.
Was it? I missed that one.
Jeff was here and he's like, Kevin, they won't stop. And it was like it was really like a huge assortment. It was great. But I can't remember the last time there was a show that had like the outpouring of suggestions. But then again, movies is pretty easy,
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, everyone has their favorite movie and favorite character from a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I think I'm all caught up on everyone's suggestions. So.
Yeah, this is definitely different for me. And yeah, also to this weekend, my buddy Ray, Funny Figs, in the chat as we speak right now, he does his art stream, but his art stream is every other week. And so this is one of your artful weekends, because you've got me on Friday, you've got Matt Family Bricks doing his art stream on Saturday, and then you've got Ray doing his art stream on Sunday, and Matt and Ray are actually streaming together on Matt's show on Saturday. So you got a lot of art options this weekend if you're feeling it, folks.
Nice. Now I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Demure 7242 says you should use the Lego Botanical line as your next line for stickers.
Oh,
honestly, I don't even know if it has to be Lego. I mean, just botanics.
Is there a market for flower stickers? I guess there is, right? There's a market for everything.
I think so. I mean, it might not be from your regular customers. You might have to put in some good keywords to get the search results, but
yeah, I
think flower stickers. There's a market out there.
Yeah, that's still one of my key. So for those of you guys that were here, what's up, Reed? We're here for the retrospective stream where I was talking about the year and my thoughts on it, some of my goals. I am still very much trying to tap into like other pockets of, viewers and fans and stuff like that, whether that's other pop culture pockets or just art enthusiast pocket. Like, it's something I'm trying to do to keep broadening the old everything. I mean, really everything.
Really? So Pink Will says, my cousin has pierogi stickers on her Etsy store. There's a market for anything.
Well, there you go.
And yeah, I had to look that up. Like, yeah, the dumpling, the sticker of a dumpling. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, everyone's saying yes, flower stickers would definitely sell. And yeah, like that's exactly what I was thinking to Lindsay, was flower stickers will sell to the flower people and gardeners. That's nice. Exactly what I was thinking. That's why I was like, you have to do keywords,
Yeah. Yep. I like it. I like it when I have like a variety of subjects that different people can be like, attracted to. That warms my creative soul that I'm providing something that somebody's looking for. Okay, so this obviously would be a little bit better with the color on it, but I think this is about as good as we're going to get for this lily. Chris is hungry now.
Yeah.
All right, let's take this.
Off of Zoom. We're here for the food stream. That, man, talk about getting hungry.
That was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
That was, I mean, it was a good one. That one might be another. I think I'm going to repeat that one. There's a few that I'm like going to repeat this year because there's no reason not to. Like cartoons, I'm going to do again. I'll do a television one again. I think I just saw the black box. Was that my imagination? Or was
I saw a flash of it. When when you moved it.
That's weird. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, let me pick another one here from private chat. And I know because I look at all these streams like 2 or 3, 4 times over when I do the time lapses, so I know that black box hasn't popped up in a long time.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the time I'm so focused on the chats and, researching requests or whatever that I honestly can only glance at your screen. Which, it's part of the thing of the moderator is you can't watch all the time.
Yeah. This is a sacrifice. We appreciate your sacrifice.
Actually, the real sacrifice is I can't sit here and count Lego brick because it'll make too much noise. Plus, I totally miss things on the moderation if I'm sitting here. Some people can play video games on their phone while they're.
Some people can play Animal Crossing.
I can't. I tried. I can't. I can't multitask.
All right, I'm gonna do the
you're
pine.
welcome,
and you have that same issue too. The black box thing. It just like randomly. It's actually been a while. It has been some time since that happened. Jeff, nice to see you, Jeff. Hello. Scheduled trip to Waffle House. When I think of you going into Waffle House, Chris, I think of like Norm from Cheers, where they all like yell your name in appreciation. Oh yeah.
You want the usual?
Oh yeah. All right, I'm just gonna look up Pine Tree because I'm assuming.
When we lived in Arizona, we would drive together to work, and we would stop at Waffle House every couple of days and grab breakfast.
Are you a fan?
It was easy. It was cheap and easy. Not really. It was just like, oh, well, if we don't have any food and we're in a hurry, let's just, not even really in a hurry, but we have time.
Yeah.
We don't have food. Let's just go there and grab some food. And
Ken's just trying to be honest, okay?
No, I'm totally being honest. Like, it's acceptable. I can't eat it now. I don't think there's anything on the menu I can eat now, and just because my allergy diet and everything else, and I haven't had that kind of junk food in so long, I pretty much don't do any fast food now.
Yep.
The closest I come to fast food on anywhere near of a regular basis is like sub shops, sandwich shops.
Yeah.
I
can relate to this, Ken.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't done regular fast food in years.
I mean, I don't have 100% record, but my consumption of fast food has plummeted in the last half a year.
Yeah.
But it's paying off,
Good.
Everybody, ladies and gentlemen. It is paying off. I'm actually, I'm 9 pounds away from my goal weight of starting this.
Nice.
So that's kind of cool. And my goal weight is the lowest weight I was before my second son was born, and decided, Dad, you shouldn't be going to the gym ever. He's the main reason all that got messed up in the first place. Yeah, of course, it's fine.
It's all your kid's fault.
He was one of those lovely children that was like, hello, welcome to the world. I don't like to sleep, so I'm not going to let you do that either.
Yeah, I've heard that that's how parents can, later on in life, they can live off of 4 hours or 6 hours of sleep or whatever. I can't. I've never had kids, so I need my 8 hours. If I don't get my 8 hours, I don't function.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. So Fridays, what I do on Fridays, I've talked about this too before, is I get up at 5 on Fridays. It's the only day I get up that early. I get up at 6 every other day, but I get up at 5 on Fridays so I can go to the gym before I do the show.
Okay.
And this one is always the rough day because it's like I can't necessarily go to bed earlier. So I always feel it. I'm like, let's get this done. Let's get it over with. Let's do what we need to do. But I'm like, man, I am tired. It's usually a double coffee day too.
Well, it's good follow through. I hate paying for gyms because I'm frugal like that. I just don't want the money.
Yeah.
I've done it, and 6 months later I cancel it because it's just like I'm not going. I'm wasting my money.
Yeah.
And so I try to do like the at-home exercise videos and everything else, and I do like 1 day, 2 days, and then I stop.
Yeah.
But now
Yep.
And now I'm not like exercising at all. I used to bicycle a lot. I used to run a lot, and now I'm not doing anything. And I definitely feel it like overall. So
yeah,
I need to get back into it. And I don't have the motivation. I need to find that motivation somehow.
Yeah, I'm like my own worst enemy. So like I need if I'm up to my own devices, forget about it. So I kind of need that, like, I don't know, force myself to go to a building with other humans in it that see me every day. Not that I have I don't really have gym friends, but like just that process is very helpful.
And that's something too, getting out of the house, and it's just like going to work. I imagine a lot of people have a hard time doing the working from home thing, and just getting out of the house and going to the office helps make that connection.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
I'm feeling a little Bob Rossish right now.
Yeah. and just a dab of pink over here, and
this is a happy little root.
There you go. Oh yeah, Joseph Zawada says my dad lost like 130 pounds in the last 2 years. I
Nice.
see the dedication and strength it takes to change your body. And I totally agree. I totally envy that.
Good for your dad, Joseph Zawada. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, my coworker did the same thing. He, when I hired on, he was a really large, heavyset guy, and his wife decided to go on a diet, so of course he had to as well.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, and fast forward like 6 months. I mean, it was short. It was like less than 6 months, and he lost a lot of weight. And so now he's since then, I mean, I've been there about a year, so it probably took him like 4 months to drop most of the weight, and he's the last 6 months or so, he's done really good with maintaining that.
Yeah, that's it. It's like keeping it off is really tricky to do. Good for him. Good for them.
Yeah. Everybody's been commenting like, "Oh wow, he's lost a lot of weight," and it's like, yeah, he has. So.
Goes to show you can do it. It can be done. It takes a lot of discipline, but you can do.
My biggest thing is not even like weight loss or necessarily like exercise. It's stretching. If I did more stretching and just a little bit of calisthenics, I would be great. But I have a lot of sore muscles and sore joints and stuff like that, and I really need to get on a stretching routine to alleviate that.
Yeah, you've been talking about that before, like your shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't remember I mentioned it. Yeah, I had an auto accident a number of years ago, and so I have a reoccurring shoulder injury from that.
That's terrible.
And
I feel bad.
I mean, I can't like directly correlate that it was. I know I had some shoulder issues after the accident that I went to therapy for. And the new issues I have aren't like in the same spot, but they're on the same side. So and it's been kind of since then. So.
What's up, Bama Bricks? All right, there's our. I wanted to do more than just a single.
Oh, Castle, no discipline or motivation here.
Well, Reed did do. He did one video that it was a little odd. But he was like, disassembling the part of his castle on a trampoline.
Oh, really?
You remember that? I think it's still on his.
Saw that, yeah.
I think it's still on his channel because it's like a time lapse, and I mean, I had a roller coaster of emotions because I was like, "Good for you, man! Good for you for getting active and doing something, and also good for you for making a video and putting some content on your channel." But he was taking stuff apart, and of course, all the pieces kept falling on the trampoline. And I'm like, he's literally bouncing on Lego pieces. That's gotta like hurt. And so I was like, that's a little odd. I don't know why that's what you're doing. But there's video evidence that happened.
But it's definitely unique. I mean, not I can't say I've seen that before, and it's always hard to find some unique content. So Sue says, "Thank you, Kevin. My dad would have loved this, and it gave my mom a smile."
Nice. I am more than happy to accommodate. All right, let's pick another one from the chat here. What do we got? Let's see. We got a lot of great stuff. Thank you guys for all of your awesome suggestions. I'm scrolling through them all. Ghost freaking Talkins, very specific suggestion. How about Bigfoot with his arm around a giraffe, holding a thumbs up for Jingle Pop?
Yeah, there was a couple of those. There was also
very specific. Maybe we'll get. Let's see.
A cowboy riding an ant and using a plant as his lasso.
Let me look up some. I need to look up some of these because I have no idea what they are before I overcommit myself.
And
let's see. What is this? Ooh, that's cool. All right, we're gonna do this one from Fazoom. And thank you. I saw your comment earlier, Ken. I'm sorry I missed it about the switching your time.
No worries,
your times. And then unfortunately, I saved that video with the sound at the. It is too loud, but like I can't change it because it's a preloaded video.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it's like, oop. All right, well, there's that. Okay, we're gonna do the Devil's Tower in Wyoming.
Nice.
If you want to put that back in.
Yep, I can
in the chat. Anybody, because it's out of the. It has moved on. It is.
Find that here.
And what's up, Idea Brickworks? We got Scott Bowman in the chat, and Family Bricks is here. Hello, Matt. So we're gonna do the Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Finally, taking a look at this part of your life. Oh yeah, welcome.
Got it for you.
Yeah, welcome, Scott.
So that is one of Randy's favorites because of its being in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So we actually took a road trip. It's not that far away from here. Couple hour drive, like 6 hour drive. So we actually took a road trip and camped there a couple years ago, and then moved on and saw a couple other monuments. But it was a lot of fun.
Oh wait, what is that? That was my suggestion. Was that your suggestion too, Mullen? Did you both say that? That's awesome. That's a double. 2 birds with 1 stone. A horse running in a field. You know what? I don't know. Part of me wants to do it, but then part of me is like, wouldn't that be better served in an animal specific stream? But we already did a bird, so I don't know. Well, maybe. I might do a horse just to appease everyone. I hate drawing horses, for the record.
Oh, yeah. Are they worse than hands?
They're yes. Yes, they are. They're worse than hands for sure. For sure, they are worse than hands. I am going to do a hands stream. So my thought process on so far this year, even though we're only a couple weeks into the year, is I've been kind of doing a little bit more familiar of a theme and then a little bit more of a different thing. So like, movies is very like within my wheelhouse. I can do characters all day. And then we did architecture, which was very much like, all right, let's try this. This is going to be horrible, but okay. And so then, we're doing nature today. And then next week is the multiplayer, and that's going to be comic book characters is the theme for that one. So I'm dancing back and forth between stuff that's slightly uncomfortable and stuff that's more routine.
Don't go there for Zoom.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't discuss it anymore. Not since that one time.
Okay. I think I'm caught up again. If I get like really quiet and you hear a lot of clicking, it's because I'm copying pasting comments.
Ray says, Matt, get those horses out of here.
Yeah, so Devil's Tower is a lot of fun. You can't easily climb it, but you can hike around the base of it. And we did that. We took the GPS with us, the little handheld GPS, and we like marked where we were, and it totally didn't line up with they showed GPS coordinates on the movie, and it totally didn't line up with that at all. If I remember right, it's been a number of years. It's been like 6 years or so. And then there were some people that were rock climbing the side of it using ropes and stuff, and you're not supposed to camp on the face of the rock. But we did see, like, we camped in a campground near it, and we could actually see lights up there. So there were people that were they have those like sleeping bags that hang from ropes, and they can, like, it's like a cot that hangs from a rope, and they can sleep there. And they were doing that. So,
well, if we know anything, if you tell people you can't do something,
they'll do it. Yeah.
It's like, and promise they'll do it. Right, trying to give it some kind of, it's got a very interesting like texture. It's like these like little, like, I don't know, like shards kind of that are all built up. I don't know how else to explain it. All right. And I'm going to do some little foresty stuff. So this is what I usually do when I'm like still in the black and white. Well, I do this in the color part too, where I'm like, this is in the background and now I need to do something in the foreground. I just use black and I'll just go, all right, let's just draw trees and like blacken it out. I'll show you what I mean. Let's do some trees. And yeah, I'm very much looking forward to tomorrow. Again, I gave a shout out earlier. Now we got a couple more people here though. Hello, Michael Roth watching on Facebook. This is a nice weekend for catching art streams like this because Funny Figs will be streaming on Sunday. Family Bricks will be streaming tomorrow, and Family Bricks is going to have Ray on his stream as well. So you got lots of different programming to catch this weekend. If interested. Oh, I was also very shocked, actually, that my the art prints, for any of you guys that ordered art prints for the Doodle Stream stuff, already arrived. I was like, whoa, I was not expecting to get these this quick. And I had made up a special little gift for everybody that I didn't announce it. It wasn't a thing that I advertised. I'm like, let me make up a little thing. So I made up a little thing, and I'm going to be waiting longer for the thing to show up than the prints to show up. So that's great. But they're here. They've arrived. They look good. Nice. I was really stunned. It's like, wow, okay. They're already here.
I assume that means that the pre-order has closed at this point?
Yeah. That closed midnight last Sunday. And it was okay. It was about 40 nice. Of them in all, like all the different.
Okay.
Which is not bad.
4 different prints?
Yeah, 4 different prints, 40 in total. Not bad at all. I'm just glad the people that wanted it.
Which one was the winner? Which one was number 1?
The Color 2020.
Okay, that makes sense.
Color 2020 was the most popular one. But yeah, I was like really shocked. But I placed the order the next day, so Monday.
Okay.
So meaning this past Monday, I placed the order and I got them yesterday.
Wow.
And that, like, usually it's a couple weeks.
Yeah, talk about print on demand.
I'm thinking maybe they don't have a lot of orders in right now or something. I don't know. I'm like, wow, okay. But I was like shocked. I was like, well, I guess we're going to be waiting for the free gift to come in longer than we're going to be waiting for the prints to come in. Let me do some collage.
Yeah, I talked about buying a color print, but the hard part is I have so much of your artwork that I can't hang up. That I just don't have wall space for.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
What I actually did is I put one of them upstairs in like the front room, and I might cycle it out every so often, like, because I have a couple prints the same size, and you just stare and cycle through them and change them out.
Oh, and did Scott ask something earlier? Did I miss it? What did he say? As a new viewer, who is your moderator?
Yep. So I threw a reply in there, and
oh, cool. Yep. You're already on top of this. I'm like. Yep. Look at me. What am I doing?
Law duties.
I should be drawing is what I should be doing. But yeah, Scott, so I usually have whoever either reaches out and volunteers, or there's usually someone here with me to help collect all your ideas and stuff, because I learned a while ago that the show had grown to a point where I was struggling.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to, like I was saying earlier, it's hard to multitask. I can't sit here and play a game and mod at the same time. I used to work in the police department, and I knew a couple of dispatchers, and those guys and ladies are amazing. And actually, most dispatchers are ladies, and they just have a crazy skill to be able to multitask. I mean, they can listen to the radio and take phone calls and respond to the radio and type notes in the computer and do it all at the same time. And it just blew me away watching them work.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I just saw an idea that I was like, oh, that looks great. The great white shark jumping out of the water.
There we go.
Okay, sorry.
So yeah, I and so just like following the stream and following the conversation and doing the drawing, like that's, and so like for you to do all this on your own is what I was getting at. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it was tough. What's up, Adrian? We got Adrian Walker stopping by. Hello, nice to see you. Yeah, there was a day where I was struggling, and I think Steve, it was during the summer, so Steve was like not teaching.
Okay.
And he was like, you want me to come in there? Right. I was like, yeah, I'm struggling. Which is, it's nice that it's grown, that's cool. But I do want there to be some kind of level of engagement with people that stop by, and not just, look at me and I'm not going to talk to you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And like, I've thought about doing, live stream or whatever else, but it's that interaction. Like, how do I hold the camera and film and show what I want to show, but also be able to see the comments and what's going on? And
oh, that's why I was like, why is Google not showing me what I want? It's because it did the auto fill in what I searched, and that's not what I searched for.
Hey, Duck Love Bricks, welcome to the stream.
Hello there. Yeah. Wait, always come about the Photoshop of that with a helicopter? I don't think I've seen that. Let's see here. All right, I'm going to go with this one, I think. Let me
Did you see they restored the Jaws shark and it's in a museum now?
Oh, I did not. That's awesome.
Did not see that.
That's great.
And what? Not sure what this is a reply to. Family Brick says, I always think of the 1966 Adam West Batman and the bat repellent.
Yeah. Where there's like a scene of that old show when he's like on a helicopter and fighting a shark. Oh goodness.
I started watching the old Batmans, and I got like 6 episodes in, and then I just dropped.
It's really like what you would expect.
Oh no, I know I've seen it, but like, I mean, it's literally I'm talking we've had this conversation multiple times. I'm talking the really old stuff where they like would broke into dance on the pier.
Oh,
in the middle of the show. Like, why is everyone all of a sudden dancing now? Like,
oh my goodness. Can I get you a drink, Batman? No, thanks. I'm just gonna be inconspicuous over there at the bar.
Right.
You're Batman.
Yeah, 66 Batman. You have to watch it when you're under 10 years old.
Let me try doing this. I'm gonna try to like do half of this with black.
Yeah, it goes freaking talking because it was groovy back then.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I mean, I'm talking like, I think it was, what did I say before? Like the 40s or 50s? I have it. Let's see, I can pull it up here. I always have to look.
That's all right. You got to get your facts,
Got to get my facts. I got to know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't. Let's see. Batman. There it is. Yeah, 40s. So I'm talking about the 40s stuff, and and TV hadn't been out that long, and they were, or actually it was probably not even TV. It was probably movies. It's probably like just something you go to the theater and see, and so it was a different kind of entertainment.
I have to go back and fix that. Add the I in. It's kind of an interesting angle.
Well, it sounds like Hope has to go back to work, so he said he'd be back later, hopefully.
All right. See you later, Reed. Thank you for delivering.
Yeah, Family Bricks. Why is everyone all of a sudden dancing? That's my thought with every Disney film. Yeah. Yeah, and I was all about. I was gonna watch some Disney movie. I'm like, oh, I should watch that. I've never seen it. It was, I don't remember which one, but any of them, right?
I'm starting over.
Oh,
and it's gone. I'm gonna try it.
It's a doodle. I guess it's okay.
It's a doodle. It's fine. We'll do.
But yeah, like I started watching this Disney movie, and I'm like, wow, there's way too much. I didn't realize this was a musical. I can't watch it.
Oh my goodness. Yep. Sometimes. I was saying that this was a while ago at this point now, but I had always, heard good things about Les Mis, but I'd never seen it, and I knew it was a musical, but that's like all I knew. And I was like, oh, look, Les Mis is on Netflix. I'll watch this. And I remember, turning it on. It starts with a musical number, and then it kept going with a musical number, and I was like, oh. I was like, oh, it's one of these movies. This is like, there is never not singing. I was actually kind of amazed. Ruvim is watching. Hey, what's up? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream.
So buddy. Lindsay says, over the past 2 days, we watched 5 Marvel movies. Prepare for WandaVision today. I dreamt of the Avengers last night. We have to wait for school to be done to be able to watch WandaVision, though. I have no idea what WandaVision is, so I'm reading about it right now.
Yeah, it's well, Avengers, I assume.
Right. Yep.
It's the Disney Plus show with Vision and Scarlet Witch together.
Oh. And it's funny looking at the little screenshot they provide. It looks like a show out of the 50s or something.
I think that's what they're going for.
Okay.
I think that's their vibe. It doesn't really look interesting to me, to be honest. Okay. Like, I don't mind those characters.
Yeah,
they're like,
no worries, like, Family Bricks. We won't have any spoilers because none of us have seen it.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Getting ready to work, huh? Quotes. I got you. I'm working.
Of course, that could be for the chat. Hey chat, no spoilers.
That is also true. This is also true.
Thank you, Jeff, for the request. I got it copied.
This is actually a little harder than I thought it was going to be to do this.
Yay, challenge.
Yeah, this is hey, they're all not. Right. If I make it look easy, then good. But there's definitely never let them see you bleed. That's what you got to do. But we already deleted one, and I'm like, all right, this is happening, I guess. I don't know how I feel.
So Bama wants to know if we've seen Hamilton.
No, that's on my list though, and I noticed that's on. I think that's on Netflix now. No, it's not. It's on Disney Plus, isn't it?
I have not, and I know I've seen stuff about it or heard stuff about it, and I don't even know. Is it a movie or a show?
It's a Broadway, but I think they made a movie or something.
Right, maybe I remember it being Broadway. So
I think it's just a recording of a really high quality recording of the Broadway play. I think that they did when
historical fiction musical film comprising a live stage recording of the 2015 Broadway musical of the same name. Okay. Yeah. So no, I don't know. I don't know really the storyline behind it. I don't know enough to. I just never been interested in it, I guess.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Okay.
That one's I'm like, I should watch this. Enough people talk about it, and like.
Yeah, and a lot of people talk about it. So I'll have to read the synopsis and see. Maybe it'll pique my interest.
Yeah, the kids watch it over and over again. Hamilton? If I ever hear Hamilton again, really? I would not think the kids would be like all about that, but I don't know anything about it. It just, okay. All right. Interesting. I would not have.
Talking says, I don't mind musicals, but I hate the ones that sing the whole time. And yeah, I think the Disney movie I was going to watch was like that. It was like immediate song, and it was obvious it was going to be the whole thing. And I'm like, no.
And no. All right, there's my shark jumping out of the water. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not 100% in love with it.
So, and is this the shark from the overly used meme of a shark stepping on a Lego?
No, it's not that one. It's not that one, but I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, you may settle there, shark. You may settle there, kind shark. Let's see. Hello, Carrie Johnson. Hello, Shy Time is my time. Who else? Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so.
I'm trying to catch up on the chat, and the StreamYard one keeps bouncing on me.
Oh. Friday on the Nike campus means ghost town. Yeah, I bet you. Doesn't matter what company, Friday's going to be a ghost town. All right, let's pick another one from the chat here. Oh, that's a good one. Reed's Tornado. 1047. He's gone, I know, but we'll do it in his honor. All right, here we go. A tornado wiping out a farm with flying cows. Oh, yeah.
So welcome, Carrie. I'm glad to see you can make it. Carrie is a new viewer, a friend of mine that I told to come over because you were doing nature.
Oh, well, you know what?
So you remember the portrait that you did of Randy and I and the two dogs?
Yeah.
Carrie took the photo for us.
The photographer. Very nice.
Photographer friend, yeah.
Very nice. Welcome. This is what I do every Friday. They're not necessarily nature related, though, every Friday.
Nope,
we'll say, look
different theme each week.
Tornado. Let me go back to that. Loving the stream. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Nick, we saw Sweeney Todd. I liked the story and everything about it. I really liked the movie. I just wish they didn't have to use so much blood. Yeah, but it's the way and Randy's really anti-blood as well. And the way he put it was the blood was actually a second character. It was like a character in the movie, and that's why they had to use it, because it was telling a story.
I hear you.
Yeah. So it's been forever since I've seen it. I can't attest to that being true in my case, but I could see what they're saying about that.
Yeah, I'm not I'm naturally squeamish on that kind of stuff, but I can deal with it if it is, I don't know what the right word is, appropriate. It's like the whole Tarantino spraying out like a fire hydrant that I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like Nick says, the blood's what makes it. And yeah, okay. So Funny Fig says that we watched a zombie apocalypse musical the other day. It was only a little annoying. Yeah.
Let's get.
Were the zombies dancing, I wonder?
They were just swaying.
Yeah.
Tornadoes are something that I fear.
Oops.
So if anybody wants to put together a list of my top 10 fears, go ahead and throw this on there.
So earlier it was asked, what else can you not draw?
Oh, I mean,
but, we start throwing that out there and people are going to start requesting those things.
That's what they do, right? Yeah, I need to refresh myself on hands, because hands, a lot of artists have trouble with hands unless you do it a lot, and then you get used to it and it's fine. But like hands and feet. And when I was in college, a lot of us had to, take life drawing and figure drawing, and everybody had the whole hands assignment, which was draw 100 hands through the course of the entire year. So I got really good at drawing them, and then I didn't really have to draw them for years and years and years. And so now I'm kind of back into the I don't know how to draw hands again mode. And so I need to refresh myself on that. So I'm rusty. That's probably a better way to say it. I'm very rusty when it comes to
sketch out a hand every day before bed.
I could do that, I guess. Will I do that? I don't know. I'm not going to commit. but we'll see. I'm going to do a hand stream, actually. So there will be an entire stream of this program based on hands, and it might be horrible or it might be okay. We'll see. We'll see. I kept going back and forth on, is this a good idea or a bad idea? And I think there's enough suggestions people can make that it's not a terrible idea.
So apparently Lindsay is a fellow Coloradoan. Says tornadoes freak me out, especially because my kid's father lives in the plains. And yeah, luckily, I live close enough to the foothills that usually the tornadoes can't really form yet. We have had them up in the mountains before, and we have had them, warnings like here at the house.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy winds and stuff, but usually they're out in the plains, so it's not an issue for me.
I hate it. I can't. It like freaks me out. Especially, well, mostly I blame the movie Twister.
Yeah.
Because I saw that when I was probably a little too young to see it.
I saw that when I was young, and I don't know. I just thought it was a fun movie. But I was probably more focused on like the technology side of it than.
You're out there like flying a kite.
No, I mean I was like I said, I was more focused on the technology stuff. I was like really interested in the devices they're using to measure the tornadoes and everything.
The science.
The science, yeah.
You know what it was like,
especially the gadgets.
The thought of having a really like massive F5 tornado at the middle of the night when you can't even see it unless like a flash of lightning that was like terrifying. And so tornadoes, not a fan. Tornadoes at night, get me out of here. Right. I need to at least see it before it kills me. What's up, Papa B? Canadian Papa Bear is here.
Yep, good to see you, Papa B. So Nick says we have tornadoes around here all the time. It's just a Tuesday for us. And yeah, I was traveling for work, and I was actually in his general neighborhood, a couple towns over, and the hotel called my room at like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like, who's calling me? I'm not gonna answer that. And then like I hear all the doors opening and closing in the hallway, and I poke my head out. I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, oh, there's a tornado alert. We have to go downstairs, and it got really nasty. Yeah. But it never actually fully formed. It never touched down. But it got pretty nasty before they let us go back to the room.
I was at a Kids Fest once, a Lego Kids Fest show, working it on behalf of Lego, and it was at Minneapolis, St. Paul, Twin Cities, in Minnesota, and we had to shut down the expo hall. Security came in, and they got everybody in the entire. I mean, this is a con, it's a show.
Oh, wow.
There's thousands of people there, and they brought all of us into the center of the room and made us sit on the ground. And it was like the glass was shaking.
Wow.
I was done. I'm like, I want you to all know I will leave you in a second. I'm done. Two of my colleagues actually went out to a door they were not supposed to go get a smoke in. And I'm like, you're going to die. Like, the tornado is going to fling you out of here. And they're like, oh, well, if it's my time, it's my time. Like, what's wrong with you?
There was a couple of us with the door open, like watching it. And I got a little video of it. And like the parking lot light was like swaying back and forth, and the rain was going sideways. And we're like, no, it's not bad yet. Like, all right.
There's my tornado. There's some cows in there, but you can't tell because they're small. But there we go. Earthquake in Idaho. That's terrible.
Yeah, I never think of Idaho as earthquake area.
I don't think I did either. But now, anytime I think of Idaho now, I think about the Great Potato Drop for New Year's.
Really?
Because apparently that happens. And so
that happens, really?
That has piqued my interest now. Ever since LJ told me about it. Dropping a giant potato on New Year's Eve. Let's see.
All right. Canada Papa B has a good suggestion for you.
Oh, what do we got?
A transformer.
The most
Botanica from Beast Machines.
The most natural of all transformers.
Right.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Okay, let's do this one. Yeah, this from your friend, right?
Yep.
An Indian runner duck.
Yep, she actually has two of them.
Oh, she has this creature.
Well, and you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, she has two male ducks. I assume that based on her request that they are an Indian runner duck.
We had our first tornado in Oklahoma, says Jeff. It was not a good time. No, it's all right. Let me go back to where was that? It was 1057. Okay, 1057.
And Brickwork says, yeah, lots of small earthquakes, but we had a 6.5. And yes, there's a giant potato drop in Boise.
Yeah, see, that's what I think about now, all the time. Where did it go? Where did that suggestion go? Did it vanish? 1057. Oh, 1056. Got it. Yeah, got it. Here we go. All right, the Indian runner duck.
I like that suggestion, Bricksmith. He asked for Groot.
That is a good one, actually. I need to look up that transformer and see how natural it is. But let me look up this one first. Indian runner duck. I'm definitely planning another animal stream this year. That seems like a annual repeat show. That's a tall looking duck. Every single photo of them in like this kind of odd, like outstretched, super tall pose. It's interesting.
Yeah, they're tall.
The tall.
Yeah, that's what hers look like.
As a tall duck. Wow. They look so funny because they're all like, it's like they're all standing up at attention every time. All right, let me pick one of these. All right. Tall, no, Alyssa's like, no tall ducks. Well, let's see here. It's a friendly tall duck.
Yeah, they're funny. Her dog will go up to the fence and like she'll like put her head up against the fence, like the back of her head, the top of her head, and the ducks will sit there and nibble on her in her fur, like they're trying to get fleas out or something. I don't know. It's bizarre, and like the dog loves it. She'll just like lay up against the fence, just
because it's like being petted, kind of.
Petted, yeah. She's like getting scratches, and ducks just sit there, and they can't get their beaks through. The fence is too fine, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. She got a new fence. So I don't know if the dog can still do it, but it was pretty funny.
Is this the dreaded horse-sized duck? I do not believe it is the size of a horse. It is really funny though, because it's like really thin, and like it looks like it's.
So she confirms that is the breed of duck that she has.
Oh, this should be lower. But yeah, it almost looks like it's Photoshop. Like somebody photoshopped a picture of a duck. But I'm like, look, I'm gonna make this duck look taller than it is. Like that's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
All right. That's quackers. I just picture a duck that looks like Forrest Gump. I'm a duck and I'm running. I did Forrest Gump last week.
Yeah, I saw that. Sitting on a bench, right?
Yep, sitting on the bench.
I think I saw that in your highlight snippet on.
Yep. Indeed. I came to the conclusion I was sharing during that stream that I think Forrest Gump is my favorite movie.
It's a good one.
It's
like, another one of those I have not seen in far too long. Hard, you know, like when there's so much good content out there, it's hard to catch up on the classics.
Yeah, yep, it is. Absolutely.
I don't know if I mentioned it on one of your streams or not, but I did catch up on the Back to the Future trilogy a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was, I mean, and something like that was good because it's like I've seen it, you know, I know the whole story, I can picture it, I can listen to it and just picture what's going on. Yeah. And so I was able to sit there and do something else while I was just playing in the background.
Dun, dun, dun,
oh, Canadian Puppy Bee wants to know if you've seen Shawshank Redemption yet.
No.
I'm sure I said this last time, but I cannot believe you haven't seen that.
I'm sorry. It's not on Netflix. That's like, as stupid as it sounds, that's a big thing. Like when it's not on Netflix, that's like an immediate huge crutch for me.
I'll just send you a copy of it.
Because that's like my only streaming service that I have paid for. Clarify my statement. Yeah. It's the only one that I have paid money to use. But there are other options for me, but then they're not as mobile.
Oh, so speaking of other options, right? So I was cleaning the so Canadian Papa B says, if I PayPal you the money to rent it, would you?
I guess I should just, yeah, I mean, it's on the list. It's on the list.
So I finally got around to actually cleaning the basement, and I got pretty far. I got I pretty much went through everything, moved piles around, and
Look at this duck.
yeah,
It
yeah,
just
that's what they look like.
that is exactly. I mean, it's kind of wild. All right, there's the duck. There's the duck. All right.
Oh, it's huge.
It is. It's a gigantic one. It's bigger than the shark. All right, we'll shrink. We'll shrink this guy down a little bit. Yeah, because I'm assuming that movie's probably most likely it's on YouTube. That's on my phone. Because the only time I watch things, like legit, the only time I watch stuff is when I'm at the gym, and when I'm at the gym, it's on my phone. So
fair enough.
Because other than that, I'm
just so big you can't fit them anywhere.
Yeah. So here, real quick, here's what we've got already for anybody that popped in the middle. We've got this this iris. This is the Mount Devil's Tower. Devil's Tower. This is a
piping plover chick.
There it is. And we got some pine trees, a shark jumping out of the water, and a terrifying tornado, and then this Indian runner duck. Thank you. Good job. It looks so funny. It really does. That duck is scary, says Joe. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me pick another thing to draw.
And Milan, is it? Says the duck will haunt me in my nightmares.
Oh, Ray, okay. That is very much a character suggestion, but I think I'm going to make an exception to do Captain Planet. I think I have to. We have to do Captain Planet. We have to do Captain Planet. Come on. It's Captain Planet.
Oh, yeah. So I just finished watching Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Right. And so like 2 days later, I was cleaning the basement. I found the DVD of the entire Cowboy Bebop season 1. And I watched it. I watched it on Hulu, which has commercials, and it drives me. The commercials drive me crazy.
So you already owned it?
Yeah, and I already owned it. It's been sitting there like new in the package the whole time.
Sealed?
I already owned it, and it was just buried under all my junk in the basement.
That's wonderful. That's one of those like self moments where you're like,
Yeah, if I cleaned and kept things organized, and yeah.
It's a good one though. I like that show a lot. All right, what pose do I want Captain Planet doing here? Your powers combine. I am.
Captain I find with like the streaming services, I never watch my physical DVDs anymore.
Yeah, we do have some happy trees, Charlie. We have some happy trees.
And Nick, so right now I'm on. So Nick's saying to pay that extra $2 to not watch the commercials on Hulu. So I'm doing I'm on a promotion period basically. I got Disney Plus, and then I used a Verizon discount to get Disney Plus free for a year, and then I paid the extra for Hulu. But in order to upgrade to the packages where you get commercials free, I can't be on the paid promotion. So in like April, I'm going to decide if I'm going to keep the two services combined or whatever, and if I'm going to, because at that point my price is already going to go up because I'm not going to be on the paid promotion, and if it's going to be worth it to go up even more to not have the commercials. So it's kind of funny because I honestly don't watch a lot on Disney Plus, but I do enjoy the stuff on Hulu.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
That's the thing for me is I just get overwhelmed because I'm like, oh, okay, I've got Amazon and Disney Plus and Hulu and Quibi and like everything. I mean, that's the thing that's got the Reno 911. I'm like, oh, it's the only thing I've seen. Like they keep showing me commercials on YouTube because I'm a big Reno 911 fan.
Okay.
And they like brought back the entire cast and they're like streaming now on Quibi. I'm like, no, you don't.
Right. But yeah, so we have Amazon Prime, of course. So we have Prime, and then we have Netflix and Hulu with Disney Plus or whatever combined. And then we're AT&T customers, so we have HBO Max. And yeah, I don't know what else. And it is too much. So what I really like is the new Google Chromecast that you can plug in your TV. The new version has Google TV built into it, and what that does is you sign into all your accounts, and you can search. It has like everything all combined into one interface.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it shows you all the different everything you want. You don't have to remember like what where did I see that show? Where did I start watching that show? Which platform was on? You can just go there and find it, and it's right there, and it plays it right from the interface.
I've been waiting. Oh, go ahead.
It's super awesome. The only downfall is they don't have Netflix on there. I think they had it, I guess, originally, and I guess they had some falling out a couple weeks ago, and
of course,
and they don't have it. But
I've been waiting, just like waiting for the announcement of like, are you having trouble keeping up with all these subscription service?
Yeah,
here's our new cable plan where you can get I'm waiting for it. I'm like, all right, when do we
go back to cable?
And it's like they'll just include. I mean, really, it'll just be a repeat. It'll be like a
cycle,
a de-evolution, maybe. I don't know, but it's like we have done our part to combine these for you, and you may now pay us a one-time fee of this much a month, and you'll get all of these streaming service. Like, I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I mean, and and honestly, like, most of the stuff that I get is included, like the Prime is included with something else. I would never pay for it. The HBO Max is included with my AT&T, so I'd never pay for that. And the Netflix is actually a Friends.
Yes, that's the way.
But, the Disney and the Disney Plus, I'm on a promotion, so the only thing I'm paying for is a Hulu add-on. But I really, for as much anime as I've been watching the last 2 years, I really don't watch a lot of TV in general, and I try not to. And I like having something to be able to throw in the background. So, but at that point, I could throw my Pandora on or whatever and listen to some music instead.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd actually be kind of okay with not having TVs and cable and kind of downsize the entertainment options.
Yeah, I mean, I have a TV in the living room, and my youngest son is the only one that watches on it, and he watches less and less and less on it. Like, he most of the time is like living on YouTube, is what he does. Which I'm always like, I have these weird kind of like parental moments of reflection where I'm like, here's my son staring at this screen. That can't be good. And I'm like, oh, but he was just staring at the other screen, and that for some reason was different.
Right. And then here I am setting an example, staring at a screen.
Literally making content for a screen. Yeah.
Right. And you can't really say like, well, YouTube's terrible, but here I am making content for it.
Yeah. And what's funny is sometimes he's up there right now watching it. He was watching it when I set this up. He'll be like, later on, he'll be like, I saw your stream. It's like, okay.
Is he on YouTube for Kids?
No. Nah. He watches all kinds of inappropriate things.
Yeah. My nephew only has YouTube for Kids, and so like, I think I've mentioned this before. Like, so I was at the Lego store with Miss Brick Kitten, and I took my nephew there, and we met up with her, and we were both like, "Oh yeah, here, you should follow us." And we tried to put our channel name into his thing, and he's like, "Why doesn't it work? Why can't you find us?" Oh, well, I have YouTube for Kids, so not everything comes. Oh, and like I never even knew what it was.
Yeah.
It was
No, we don't have that.
And it's funny, he's like 10 now, and I think he's still on YouTube for Kids. Like, you're probably getting old enough that you know. And last time he was here, I talked to him about that. Like, I was, on doing a stream or whatever else, and I talked to him like, hey, like, when I'm on these streams, I'll say like I live in Denver, because whatever, but I don't say what suburb I live in or what area I live in or what my address is. I don't give, I told him like, I don't like, I don't give out personal information. Like, a lot of times I'm just talking with friends, but you never know who else is on there. And so we had the whole we had the whole like internet safety talk, basically.
Yeah, it is on the internet. You are amongst friends, but it is also on the internet.
Yeah.
Sometimes more than just friends are listening. But yeah.
You said his name a couple of times. Whose idea Brickworks?
Idea Brickworks is Scott Bowman. Okay.
So Scott says our family shares several services, but mostly paid by us as the parents. I think that's mostly paid by us as the parents, which is Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Apple TV, Hulu, and CBS On Demand. So yeah, and Randy has an Apple TV in his office, but I don't think he pays for service on it. I think he just uses it as a portal.
Gotcha. Here's one of these. Here's one of these hands coming around here. This will probably be awful. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way.
It's kind of funny. We have a Roku upstairs and in the bedroom, and we finally were able to get HBO Max on it. They finally like released that app, and I added it on there and everything, but I still haven't like even gone on it and seen what's on there or whatever else.
Yeah, it's just too much. There's so many things.
You got the Daily Brick both on YouTube and Twitch saying hi.
Oh, hello there, Daily Brick. I don't know how well that perspective worked on this, but there we go. Maybe I'll add a little bit more of a border around the hand so you know it's coming for you.
Yeah, we have a lot of TVs in the house for just being two people, but I use them as like more like media centers, so I can play, like with Google Chromecast and all that, so I can play, music through them, and that's mostly what I use them for. The kitchen, we have one in the kitchen, but I use it for music and I use it for the news in the morning.
Yeah, for sure. Reasonable. That sounds reasonable.
Yeah. And then I used to have one on my desk. I used it more as like a computer monitor and to watch like MASH when I'm Legoing, because it's a good show that I don't have to like pay attention to necessarily. But
all right, there's our Captain Planet.
Bluegrassers can't get Apple TV on an Xbox. Yeah.
I was gonna do the whole character, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'm done with.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I was like, yeah, I'm done with you. But there he is. He's done. He's here. He's here to take pollution down to zero. All right. Up here. Up here you go, Captain Planet. We're the Planeteers.
Another show I never watched.
And
like I guess I've heard of the character, but that's about it.
I couldn't tell you anything about any episode. I remember watching it as a kid, and I know the idea, but like I couldn't tell you like, oh, there's this one episode where they do. I don't even remember. Yeah. Okay, let's do. What do we got here? Oh, a dancing tree is kind of fun. All right, 11:10. That was from Milan. Here we go. We'll do this one. Thank you for the compliment of Bob Ross vibes, Alyssa. Thank you for that. I'll take the compliment. All right, a dancing tree. A dancing tree. What kind of tree do I want to have dancing? I'm going to Google the word tree.
Do you know who Dark Damian Garcia is?
I don't think so.
It says, "Good morning, Uncle."
Oh, yes, I do.
I'm like, no, I don't. Doesn't ring a bell to me. So I'm guessing not saying good morning to me.
Well, it was... Hello, nephew. I was like, no. Oh, yes. Welcome to the show, family.
I have a big extended family, so I'm like, it could be one of my nephews. I don't know.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna draw this tree dancing, I guess. How do I want to do this? I'll make it up as I go. I'll start with the trunk. Oh, Dave Guan is here. What's up, Dave? Dave, you any update on the thing? Did it show up? I'm hoping. Did the thing arrive? I'm just making this up as I go. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's a foot, but it's got to have roots and stuff on it. That's kind of the thing. It's a tree. No.
Okay, 20 figs. I'm happy to take multiple suggestions, and I'll copy them over for Kevin to pick from.
it is I. It is I, your nephew. Sorry, the name wasn't recognizable in my just general memory. I was like, no, doesn't seem familiar. What's up, Howie? Kevin, big times everyone, even family, equal opportunity. Let's do some.
So Duck Love Bricks is back. Did you Duck Love? Did you see the ducks that were drawn?
Oh, there was a duck. There was a very specific type of duck. I don't know how well this is working, but I'm gonna just keep going with it. This is more like he's running, but he's dancing, I assure you. I do kind of want to do a whole bunch of like roots and stuff, but I don't know.
Are you monetized on YouTube?
No.
Yeah. So I watched I was just replying to Brickzar on YouTube. I watched a video of his right before your stream started.
Yeah.
And like literally he was doing a Q&A, and like every question he paused. I guess he paused long enough between each question that YouTube saw it as a breakpoint and threw an ad in that spot.
That's crazy.
And so it's like literally after every answer, it'd be like an ad. And I commented, I'm like, dude, like I love your videos, but man, this is getting out of hand. And he replied and said, yeah, thanks for letting me know. They do it automatically, and so
yeah, because that's happened also to other people too, where it's like you can go in and adjust it, but
so I think
they kind of like go crazy.
I think by letting him know, I think that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go in and adjust it and make it so it doesn't, set specific ad points or something like that. Because I don't mind watching a short ad to support.
Absolutely.
I know you guys are all my friends, and I want, I know you're monetized, so I want to make sure to you get the money or whatever. But it's
sometimes it's a little much.
It's a little much. And then I was letting one play, and Randy comes by and he hits skip for me. And I'm like, oh, I was letting it play because I wanted to support my friend. And he's like, oh, but sometimes they're like an hour long. I'm like, no, I've never had that.
Yeah,
and
no,
sure
they
enough,
are.
like that same video, like 10 minutes or a couple minutes later, an ad came up, and I looked down at it, and it said like 34 minutes. I'm like, really? A 34-minute ad?
There's been entire movies,
right?
Entire films uploaded as ads, including the Lego Movie.
That's crazy.
Lego did that like a couple years ago, right around the Lego Movie 2, where depending on which certain videos, they literally uploaded the entire Lego Movie film as ads. And so, I mean, of course you could still skip it, but like, that's caught me a few times. Cause a lot of times I think like you, I have stuff up on the background and I'm like, what have I been listening to for 20 minutes? And it's like, this is not the video. I'm like, oh, it's an ad. They also like, there was an Amazon ad for one of their new series and they had their entire first episode as an ad.
Wow.
I'm like, come on. All right. But yeah, unfortunately I am not monetized on the YouTubes yet. It is a goal for 2021. Again, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, please help me hit that goal. I got to hit 1,000 subscribers in order to be monetized. And
okay.
That is been something I've been really working on a lot. So hit that button for me, hit the like button. It means a lot. All that stuff is helpful. Appreciate
that. I don't have the direct YouTube link up right now. Where are you at right now? Do you know?
740.
Okay.
740 is the current sub count. Road to 1K. I've got some ideas I'm planning to do, I think, which might help. But yeah, anything would be helpful. Tell your friends.
You have a Facebook message. Greetings from Chile from Mauricio Fox Para.
Oh, hello.
It says
hello.
I don't know. It looks like the lug name is thrown in there.
It might be
Consi lug.
Yep. Yep. From Concepcion, Chile.
Yep.
Hello. So yeah, I don't know if this tree looks like it's dancing or running, but
it looks kind of running right now.
It's doing the Running Man.
Doing the Running Man. There you go.
We got to do some like lines.
David G says you're up to 741 now.
Hey, thank you, number 741. It all matters. It all adds up.
So, and Golden Light says, yeah, there was a 10-hour Lego movie ad once. So how did they do that? Did they like play the movie and then stop for a Lego ad? Or did they put the ads in other people's videos and you would see pieces of the movie?
No, I mean, you would just click on, I don't know, yeah, like a Brixar video, and it'd be like the ad would pop up and it was the entire film. And you're like, what is this? And so like just like play just like you're sitting in a theater. It's like, what is this? Wasn't broken up or anything. It's the whole thing.
Huh.
And in the bottom you have the little skip to press button to skip ad. This is a whole film.
And the whole film is one ad?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. So one of the other things that really bothers me with that is yes, too many ads, but I get really triggered when they are in very close succession.
Right. Yeah.
Like I see it, and then maybe 1 minute of content, and then I get another one.
That's what I had this morning, and that's why I finally commented on it, because that's exactly what it was. It was a mini ad, or 2 mini ads, but it was and then a minute in between, and I'm like, I kept skipping. I'm like, okay, maybe if I let it play, it'll see that I listened to it, and so I let one play all the way through, and then sure enough, a minute later, it had another ad. I'm like, no.
What's up?
Golden Light says it was a 10-hour loop of a catchy song from the Lego movie.
No, that they did that too, but they also did the whole film.
Yeah, okay.
They did both of those things.
That's crazy.
They did both of those things did occur. And yes, hello Golden Light Pictures and hello Brick Enforcer. Yeah, Ken is in here with me helping wrangle chat today. He is chat wrangler, MC extraordinaire. All right, I think I'm happy with this, so I can color it because we are at the coloring part of our show. That means we're getting serious with the doodles now, ladies and gentlemen. Warm up is done. Let's put you here, right about there, and we're gonna color the dancing tree.
I was wondering if you're gonna try to end the dancing tree before 11 or 11:30. Yeah, 11:30 your time, I guess, and so that way you can not color it, or if you're gonna.
Well, you know, I was trying actually to line it up so that I would color Captain Planet, and then I was like, oh, I can't stretch that anymore. I was
gonna say, like, when you said no, I'm gonna stop here. I was like, you could have probably done the legs and stretched it into.
Yeah, I could have. It was a thought. It was a passing thought. Oh, cool. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Dave. That's a welcome message. I'm happy to hear that. All right, if you're still listening to the stream, and if everybody else is confused, well, I'm sorry. Dancing tree. I think I'm gonna do is hello cream cheese lover, and hello Andres.
So Andres says a Lego plant tree. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna do this and
force you into that Lego. Didn't you say recently like you're gonna do like one Lego themed thing? A session was your limit.
It might be.
Yeah. And then I like Golden Light's idea of a bonsai tree. I've thought about getting a bonsai. I don't know.
Yeah, we should do a bonsai tree.
I don't know how hard they are to grow, but
they look neat.
They look neat, and they're slow, and they look pretty. You know, like I don't know if they probably don't take a lot of water or whatever, so just something I could kind of half forget about.
I mean, I'm always, you know, when you go to the mall. Hey, remember malls? When you go to the mall, and there's always like the Oriental trading stores or whatever. And they have like a bunch of those kind of like bamboo and bonsai trees and stuff in like the window. I'm always like enamored with it. I'm like, ooh, what's it?
And honestly, like, I don't know if I'd want to buy one of those or, you know, like, try to go a little more traditional somehow. Like not buy a seed, but maybe buy something smaller and plant it myself. I don't know.
From a sapling, huh?
Yeah.
That seems like too much work.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it, that's good. That's good.
Well, I used to be kind of a green thumb, and then I kind of got out of it, and I really want more plants, but it takes a lot of room, honestly. Like
yeah.
trying to find homes for them all.
And it's it's another thing.
It's another thing. I do have a couple that I had to replant one of them recently. I have a big giant tree. Well, a giant. What do they call them? Dumb cane is the nickname for them.
Oh.
One of those really tall, stalked with big giant leaves on it. Houseplants. You see them a lot in offices. But I had one of those, and the pot that it was in cracked, and it cracked on both sides. So it was like threatening to the whole side was threatening to fall off, and so I had to put it in a new pot.
All right, I'm gonna just do this. Add like a little bit of shading for the body of the dancing tree man, and then we'll start
So
the next.
David says, "Careful, bamboo is really invasive." I guess a bonsai is bamboo.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even know.
I mean, I know that I was talking about that. Some of those stores have like bamboo stuff that they sell.
Oh yeah.
In addition to bonsai trees. I've never gotten any of them. I just look at them and go, "Oh, that's neat," and then I don't do anything.
Right.
That's the moral of that story. Okay. Suggestion: a Lego brick. Let me explain.
Oh yeah. No, sorry. Talking about something else.
All right. What do we got? All right, let me do another one. I think I do kind of want to do the bonsai tree. That seems like a good one to do.
So the ficus bonsai is the easiest to care for, and it's tolerant of low humidity and is very resilient, making an excellent choice for beginners. Which is, I mean, it's so dry here. It's really, really dry in Colorado. So something that's tolerant of low humidity would be probably the best.
All right, I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to work in color, and then you'll see. All right. I did this with the Mount Rainier drawing I did during the Patreon one. I'm not going to really start with lines.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go straight to color.
Absolutely, Howie. There is bonus points for having all the streams open at once.
Yeah. Do you have all three? That's amazing. That's great.
Yeah. Today he's on Facebook as well, so make sure you have that one open too.
That's awesome.
I have Facebook open and paused, and I have Twitch open and paused. That way I can reply to chats on both sides. And then on the YouTube side, I have the chat popped out.
You guys are the best.
So I don't know if you get credit for me having the chat popped out, but
I mean, if you've got it open on the actual platform, yeah.
Yeah, I have it open on the actual platform, popped out, so I can reply.
You have to be. My suggestion is valid. It's man-made, though. It may come from natural elements, but a human had to make it. We do have a human on here too, though. Captain Planet is a human. Let me get closer so you guys can see a little better. Let's do really low. 2 trees in a row. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, thanks, Nick, for checking in on Facebook.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate that.
Michael Roth wants the YouTube link to pull that up here.
Yeah. Yep. YouTube.com/C/MrHinkleDraws. But there's a more direct link than that.
Can I reply?
I should. You know what? That was stupid, Kevin. You should have done the bark first. Dumb.
Good.
Dumb. All right, let me do this. That was stupid. Let me take this off. You're going to come with me. And now you're going to go there. And let's do. Let's see if this works.
Brett, so any request that gets drawn at this point going forward, yes, it'll be in color.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
So if so, we still have a lot of requests that are in the queue, so to speak, saved and pinned, and so if your request makes it, then yes, it will absolutely be in color.
Yeah, once we go color, we don't like reverse course and go back into black and white again. So, but yeah, we don't. You never know. There's always more suggestions than there are time. So that is a reality. I like the ones that have like the really low hanging branch, like down here. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Rookie move. It was a rookie move. What was I thinking?
What'd you do? I missed it.
Because I should have done the bark first, not the plant, like the leaves. That was dumb. Yeah. And so then I had to like cut them off and go backwards. And to work backwards. Let's see.
I miss out on snippets here and there because I'm like trying to do the mod thing, and
yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm like, oh wait, I missed something. Did you, or you know, what really gets me is like, wait, did you already read that chat?
Oh yeah,
you know,
totally. I got you.
What did we say? Brickworks is Scott, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So Scott says that Idaho is really dry too. Boise is high desert, so it gets 105 degrees Fahrenheit, but low humidity. Becomes what I imagine it is, the inside of an oven. Yeah, I've lived in a few places like that, and it's crazy. I mean, like I was in Phoenix, and
yeah,
the in-laws live in Lake Havasu, and so like Lake Havasu, Arizona is the same way. I mean, it's it's super dry in the summer. It's 130 degrees outside. I mean, it's nuts.
Yep.
And it's but it's being that I've lived in so many places that are dry. When I go like back east, it's just mind blowing. That I'm just like I've been in plants in Florida where I'm just standing there sweating, just dripping. I'm like, I'm not even working. I'm just dripping.
Yeah, I'm just existing.
I'm just existing and I'm dripping.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I only lived in Arizona for 9 months, but when I did, it was during the summer, and it got intense. It got super, super intense. I remember leaving one day, and I opened up my car, and the heat had like cooked the car so much that like it burned my hands to try to touch anything in my car. Like I couldn't touch the steering wheel, I couldn't touch the seatbelt, I couldn't touch.
The metal of the seatbelt when you go to grab it. Oh yeah.
I had to like turn it on, and then just let the car cool off for like a good 15 minutes so I could actually touch anything.
Yeah. So a good trick there for anyone that ever ends up moving to a place like that. A windshield shade is key. But then throwing like a towel on the steering wheel in the morning helps. And that way, and you can't crack your windows. Don't you dare crack your windows, because in the middle of the summer you'll get a monsoon and it rains like crazy, and then it stops and it's hot again.
So, I think I had maybe one or two of those where it's just like downpour and then it just stops.
Yeah.
Whoa, what just happened?
And usually like leading before the monsoon or whatever, you'll get like that I forget what it's called, when you have that dust storm come through. So this big giant, like they haven't, they always see them like in Saudi Arabia deserts or whatever, where it's this big giant dust storm coming through. And you get those, and so everything gets dusty. And yes, you don't want your windows down to get any of that, but it's
Thank you, Sue. Straight to the painting. It seemed like this one might be a good.
Yeah, Lindsay says it low key bothers me that people don't understand that Colorado is a mountainous desert. It's dry even when we get precipitation, and that's absolutely it. Like fall, wintertime, shoveling snow, whatever, not a big deal because you can literally like take a leaf blower and blow it away. It's just dry powder, and like it's crazy how much it dries out my skin. I have to put like lotion on every day in the winter
Yeah.
because it's just so dry. But in the spring, that's when we get our rain, and so that's when we get all our moisture in. So the spring snows are the heavy snows. So
Colorado was the first place that I ever had to wear chapstick. Like I've never been a chapstick wearer in my life, and like I was like, my lips are dying. I felt like Napoleon Dynamite. Like my lips hurt real bad. It's like I need something, and so I had to like wear chapstick and stuff pretty regularly there because it got so dry and it was just like miserable. Of course it helped, and so I was like, all right, I got this now. But I was just like not in the habit of doing that. I was like, this is a thing I got to do, I guess.
Golden Knight says the bonsai is looking great, loving the colors.
Thank you, thank you.
And Lindsay agrees, has chapstick everywhere.
Yeah. It's this little thing I'm looking at. It's got all these nice little ornate symbols and stuff on this. So we're not going to be doing that.
Yeah.
We're going to just do something.
Hint at it.
We're just going to hint that it was there. Just a subtle little hint. Kind of want to do some more, a little bit darker in there, a little bit, I guess. I don't know. All right, that's a bonsai. Bonsai. All right, I'm gonna need to fuse these things together so I can move it.
So there's actually a place near my house that's called the Bonsai Nursery, and I've driven past it a number of times, and I don't think I've ever actually gone in. But if I do buy a bonsai tree, I think that's where I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, I mean, you would be a fool not to.
Right. And then, support a local business, and obviously they probably have bonsai there.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. So I'm sorry. It'll be real quick. I'm gonna leave.
Kevin did the same thing like 2 weeks ago. He needs a pre-game.
I do.
Oh, but you did say it's a 2 coffee day.
It's a 2 coffee day, and I already drank the coffee, and I've had half my water bottle while we've been streaming. So I'll be right back.
All right.
Why is the duck angry? The duck's not angry. Is this angry?
No, that's how they look.
That's how they look. They just naturally look angry. All right. I'll be right back. You guys can look at this while I run. Ken will entertain you. Don't worry. He's a pro.
Yeah, that is a Indian runner duck. And I can tell you that in real life, they do look like that. They're tall and thin and kind of look like they're going to bite you. And they probably will. Golden Light every day is a 2 coffee day for me. Yeah, I tried coffee for a while. It just upset my stomach too much. I couldn't do it. If I need the extra caffeine, I'll do an energy drink. But even that, I do like 1, and it has to be in the morning. I can't do it too late in the day. Can't sleep. I think coffee is just too much caffeine. Yeah, the dancing tree and the bonsai look like twins. They do. Maybe the dancing tree ran out of its pot. Golden Light, a father swan charged at me once. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I was a kid I got bit on the knee by a goose, and then I know I got attacked by a what's that thing called? The basically a crow down in Australia. Magpie. I got swooped by a magpie. So yeah, birds are crazy. Yeah, Lindsay, you can't stop drinking coffee cold turkey. You need to get headaches and stuff like that. Yeah, geese and peacocks. I haven't. I remember as a kid, one of the neighbors had a peacock, but it was not exactly in my neighborhood, so I didn't know him or anything. But otherwise, I've never really had a run-in with him, so I don't know. I cannot confirm that they're evil. I'll take your word for it. Hey, he's back. I hear him. I hear him rustling around.
Did anything set on fire?
Nope.
Okay, that's great.
Nope. Everyone was peaceful.
All right, let's pick another thing.
Talking about Crazy Birds.
Oh, yes. Let's see. Let me go back through.
Bagel Lover's really pushing the Lego bandwagon.
Well, that's okay. He can push it. He or she can push it. I assume he can push it. Let me look up some of these earlier ones that we had. Let's see. What about this one? What does this look like? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let me look up. No. Go ahead. Get here. What is this? Oh, what interesting. Okay. Looking up this one that Julian had dropped in earlier. Kudzu. It's like a flower.
Oh, that's like that was the very first request. Kudzu and wisteria fighting each other. Yeah, it's like a flower kind of plant. I think the kudzu is like a more of a weed.
Wisteria. I like this wisteria though because it's like very purpley, like
Yeah.
plant. So I kind of want to do that one. So I'll do half of this.
There you go.
I shall do half of this suggestion. Julian, if you're still there, if you want to throw it in, or Ken, you want to throw it in.
I got it. Yeah.
Someone's got to throw it in because that was a long time.
Wisteria.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the wisteria. I think that's what this is called, right? Yeah, wisteria. Yes. Yes. An exotic, invasive, and it's awful. So
Yeah.
When will my ability to have coffee return from the war? How's the old job going, Sue? How are the folks in the stores? Are they still being folks in the stores? I guess I'm gonna do color again. I'll go straight with color again, I guess, on this. To get all these purples. Purple. It's like a very light.
So I was talking about peacocks earlier. Carrie, my friend Carrie, says that they're supposed to be good guard animals. That's and my neighbor that I was talking about when you were gone. My neighbor had kind of a couple neighborhoods over had a peacock. That's what I'd see. It'd always be out front. It'd just be hanging out in the front yard. You drive past, and there's a peacock in the front yard.
That could be kind of cool if it's a beautiful peacock.
Yeah.
Is it the males are the ones with the gigantic tails, right?
Yeah, it had the gigantic tail, whichever one that is. I think it is the male.
They're trying to get the ladies. Sue's like, the grocery job. Listen, listen here. Yeah.
When you envision the apocalypse, it's really bad. It's really
yes, it is
bad, a grab, and all gritty and tough.
Yeah, and people have like scary skull masks and stuff, right? All the things.
Yeah. Oh, so she says, okay, that, but with a grocery clerk uniform. Yeah, the funny thing about groceries, and I don't know if they're doing this by you. So do you use your own grocery bags?
Yeah.
Are you actively going to the store these days?
Yeah.
Do you take your bags with you?
Yeah.
Do they touch them?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they stopped here. So I went to both Costco and my local grocery store, and they're like, "Oh, we can't bag your groceries for you in your own bags."
Well, so they did do that in Connecticut when it first went down.
Yeah.
Because Connecticut's one of the, I'm sure probably Colorado is too, but Connecticut has the whole plastic bag ban in Connecticut where you can't, you have them, but you have to pay money for them. And so they lifted the plastic bag ban when everything went crazy. And then they also started enforcing you couldn't bring your reusable bags anymore. But that stopped.
Actually, so yeah, I mean, we can still bring ours. I just bag it myself, which is fine. I'm fine. I'd rather bag it myself. So
right, that was the next stage. Like the first stage was nothing at all. We must bag it and we must use a plastic bag. Like, okay, but they weren't going to charge me for it. I was like, all right, whatever. And then they slowly, allowed us to start bringing the reusable bags again, but then we had to do it ourselves. And then now they're basically back to normal-ish.
Okay.
But yeah, there was a time when we weren't allowed to bring them, and then there was a time where we had to do it ourselves.
Yeah, I know of. We never had a time that we couldn't bring them, and they were still using them as far as I remember. But I usually bag it myself anyway. So, and it just like lately it's. So,
Yeah.
Lindsay's saying that Cody has to tell people all day to put their masks on. And Sue confirms that, yeah, unfortunately. Oh, so Sue says I can't tell people to put their mask on. So, and that's kind of interesting. Here, so Randy does retail, and he is absolutely allowed to tell people he cannot serve them, and they have to leave the store if they don't have a mask. So that's surprising that they can't tell people. And
that's like, I get that that's like a big trigger for a lot of people, but for me, it's like, how are you going to sit there and lecture anybody about your rights to whatever? You know what? That business has equal rights to refuse service for any reason they want. Like, how are you going to like be okay with one thing, but not be okay with the other thing? Like, okay, fine. You want to take your, whatever, your right to get sick. That store, that business, that whatever has the right to not serve you.
Yeah. And what surprises me is like my company, I work for a fairly large company. We have a company policy that you have to wear a mask in the building, like from the time you leave your car to the time you get back to your car.
Yeah.
And unless there's certain rules, like you're in a closed room alone and stuff like that. And these guys just, they don't wear it. They take it off when they're talking to someone, whatever else.
You know what might help in that situation?
Yeah.
A $4 sticker from my Etsy shop.
Yeah, and that's what I was actually going to buy, that sticker and stick it on my locker because
passive aggressive stickers are the most excellent way to encourage your coworkers and family and loved ones that they should be they should be following the rule. We call that a segue, ladies and gentlemen. That is what
if I can make that into like a badge and like put it on my uniform, get a mask that says that'd be great.
I'm not to just turn this back into me, but I was gonna let me show you again. This head with the mask on it, I was gonna sell that as a sticker, and I just thought it's too boring.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it felt too boring, so I added the little fluff around it and made it a statement.
I like the statement. The statement definitely makes a sticker. So Sue apparently didn't see it at the start of the stream and said, "Oh my gosh, I am buying that right now."
There you go, $4, $4 in the Etsy store.
Yep,
could be yours.
So yeah, and not to get the whole mask debate, but it just blows me away that like it's state policy, it's company policy. You are risking your job. To make a statement that you don't want to wear a mask, and you're welcome to make a statement. You're welcome to have your opinion, but you're risking your job, and this is a really good job. Like that blows me away.
All right, let me see. This blows me away. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I don't really know what else to do with this. I guess I'll just put some green behind it. It's kind of like this is what it looks like. So it's like floating plants, I guess. Let me put some green behind it so you guys know that it came from some source. And then I'll add some white, I guess.
I had it up earlier. Is it?
Maybe it's just the reference image I'm looking at. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember what kind of. I've seen that plant before though.
Very pretty. Nice to get some color on here.
It hangs from a branch.
Yeah.
You can do like a little twig on the top, and
I was gonna think about doing some kind of like
those green shoots would attach to like a little brown twig.
Brett says I'm not allowed to wear a mask because you're too beautiful. Is that could be all the beautiful people need to show their face at all times. All right, last thing I'm going to do is add some
Sue says, to be honest, walking into Etsy on a shopping spree.
I'm going to allow that.
Yeah.
If you get more than one sticker though, remember that there is bundle deals, so you can save some money.
There you go. Yeah.
A lot of people
do the $20 bundle package.
Yeah. Why is this not? Why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing? Let's see. There we go. I was trying to get some white on there. Yeah. Hit up the bundle packs if you're doing more than one, because you can save some money.
Or support Kevin on Patreon, and then you can get a discount on Etsy.
Yeah, patrons get 15% off.
Yeah, and then you can do the bundle pack and the discount and really be, you know.
Yeah, no, this okay with me.
Yeah,
okay with me.
I think I've done it, so I know it's okay.
Okay with me. Yeah. All right, there we go. I mean, it's not terribly exciting, but there it is. Fuse. Oh, what happened? Why did the
Do something on the wrong layer?
I fused them together, but like the white. Yeah, why does it do that? That's odd. Let me switch this to normal. That's weird. How about you just go away? Having some layer talk.
Yeah.
I was talking with the layers, everybody.
Susanna doesn't really like it. Less is more.
Yeah, that one's a little simple one. A little simplified. For those of you that know, you know. And if you don't know, you don't know. All right. Let's see. This will be... Okay, there you go. Ready to start another one. Let's see. Oh, let me turn off the... or let me pick another thing. What do we got? What do we got in here? Oh, let's take a look at this. This looks pretty interesting. Let me look at this one. Yeah, let's do this bleeding rose. That's a good. You get some red in there.
There you
go. So I think was that Brett? I think. Yeah, Brett's builds at 10:10. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
So if you want to throw that back in the chat, Brett, I think you're still here. We're gonna do this one. Oh yeah, let me look. I'm gonna do this rose one, but let me look at what this transformer. What was it called again? Let me look in the private.
Yep, so Brett is still there. So Brett, type that in there again for us.
Where did that go from Papa Bear?
Are you changing it up? You can do the rose. Or you can do the.
I'm gonna do the rose. I just want to see what this. I didn't look up this.
Oh, you want to look up the transformer? Okay.
What it looks like, Botanica.
There you go.
That transformer one from last week performed really well. On when I put it up as a separate video, it had like 400 views.
Nice.
Which is like very unusual for my stuff. Oh, this is interesting. What is this? It's a transformer that. What happened? Here we go.
Oh, Bricksmith's back just in time to see his wisteria.
Yeah, I did half of it. I did half the. That's an interesting one.
So, Golden Light, yeah, I've seen the. So asking if we've seen the botanical Lego collection sets, the Lego flowers and Bonsai Tree. Yeah, I've seen those. I like the bonsai. Maybe that's the bonsai I'll get. I don't have to worry about watering that one.
That's very true.
But the flowers are I like them. They have a home. I could see them having a niche, but I don't think I'll buy them personally.
All right, let's do this rose.
Maybe I'll wait until everyone else decides not to buy them and buy them on clearance and use them for the store or something. I think they'll make really good part out value because they have some really unique elements in them.
Lego is expensive stuff.
It is, and that's the kind of the spot that I've gotten to in my Lego purchase. Is I don't usually buy it from the company directly anymore because of the retail value, or if I do, I'm doing it like I did buy something from their website the other day for the gift with purchase promotion, and I will go into the store later in the month and buy something with the AFOL discount. But otherwise, I'm like, I can wait until it goes on sale, and I'm slowly working on getting over my fear of missing out.
Yeah, it's real.
I
Yep.
had no idea what people were talking about, and then I'm like, oh, now I get it.
I feel confident in saying that I have fully Lego detoxed.
Yeah.
I don't. It's like whatever. There's still things that come out that I'm like, oh, that's neat, but I don't need it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm never going to buy anything ever again, but I'm just like, I don't need to have everything. I don't need to have every GWP. I don't need to have every promo thing. I've never been about day one buying anything.
Yeah.
But I don't day one buy anything. I don't need to.
Yeah, I only get the promos if it calls to me. And the Brickheads is the one collection that I kind of collect, but there have been a few that I've skipped, like the Disney ones. So I'm like, nah, like Ariel and Ursula kind of Disney. I'm like, no, I don't need that. So I don't have them all, and I obviously don't have the Comic-Con exclusive Brickheads. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try for that. But and the ones that really got me that I actually called customer service. I called and talked to customer service about was the Lego Movie 2 Brickheads that were exclusive to Walmart and Target. That I did want those, and that was really annoying that they made it like that. So, but so that's a theme that I will actively collect if I like what they come out with.
I was really surprised. I remember I predicted pretty openly that those would eventually make their way more widely available, and they never did. They never did. That was very unusual for me. That was definitely a leaving money on the table scenario.
Oh yeah. Well, it's you said that most themes have a 3-year lifespan.
Yeah, that's about right.
And I don't know if I think they've passed that. Have they? Maybe not. I don't remember when they first started. Maybe it's only been a couple years.
Oh, meaning that could still happen?
Yeah, that it could still just be a 3-year lifespan. I mean, I thought they had talked about not doing the theme anymore, and then they came out with some more.
Oh, yeah, everybody. Yeah, what's up, Brian? That's like a long time rumor for the whole Brickheads is done. Brickheads, I love it.
Right. Okay.
It cracks me up every time people are like, I thought Brickheads was done. I'm like, Brickheads was never done.
So yeah, they did the Comic-Con exclusive stuff in 2016, and then did the first actual public release in 2017.
Yeah.
So it has been about 3 years now, 4 years.
I had all those exclusive ones once upon a time.
And they're probably all parted out now, or did you sell them off?
No, I sold them.
Oh, okay.
They were all sealed, and I took them to Philly Brick Fest.
Yeah.
And I was at the yard sale, and one guy, collector, came over, and he was like, "Man, I am never in my life going to see every single one of these in one place ever again." I'm like, no, probably not. And so he bought the whole all the. I mean, I cut him a little bit of a deal because of that. He bought all of the San Diego, New York, Celebration, whatever, but they were all the Brickheads from all the different cons all in one sitting.
Nice.
I
think
that's
definitely, I mean, I could see the benefit as a buyer to, I got all these from one person.
Yeah. And I don't think he ever opened them. I think they're just now, instead of them being sealed in my house, they're now sealed in his house. Yeah,
and that drives me crazy. So I have that's another thing that I'm like, I've kind of realized that I don't want to be that person. Like I have, a good example is I bought an old 9-volt train from a friend who found it at his daughter's school in the back cupboard, sealed. So it's a 9-volt train sealed. That I bought that, and there's a video on my YouTube about it. I bought that and a whole bunch of other stuff from him at a really decent price. And the money was going to the school, so I gave him a fair offer, and enough that I could turn a profit on. And it's just like, I'm not going to open this set because it degrades the value. So why am I keeping it? It's like I might as well just sell it.
Oh yeah, Brian was there. I forgot he was at that. He was at that show where it was massive. I had 2 full tables.
Oh yeah.
Get rid of all this.
Nice.
It was good though. It paid the bills. It was helpful.
Yeah. So there's a few sets like that I'll probably be listing soon, just because it's like, there's no point in keeping this sealed. It's just taking up room on my shelf.
Yeah. And you post a lot of stuff from your bricklinking store. I mean, does that do well? Do you do it as a hobby or Yeah,
I'm doing so. Yeah, I had a whole discussion with Bricksmith about this the other day. I'm doing it as a hobby, as a way to extend my Lego hobby, and I'm kind of in hopes that it might pay for some things, but it honestly doesn't. So Bricklink, unless you go like hardcore dedicated, is honestly just not worth the time.
Yeah.
You're better off, like if you're an hourly employee, you're better off just picking up some overtime at work.
Yeah.
And then just buying the Lego you want. So the cool part about it, like right now, I'm parting out a pretty big series of sets that I got at a really good discount, and they have a really good part out value. And the nice part about it is I get to keep all the parts that I want. And so a lot of times, there'll be 6 or 7 different parts in a set that I'll set aside. I'm like, I'm going to build something out of this, and and it's a lot better for me to keep it than to buy it on Bricklink later on.
Brian in the chat being like, this wrench did take, these chatters better be behaving. Let me see. All right, there's our bleeding rose. I assume you don't want it actually really bleeding, but there it is.
Susanna says, just kidding, Kevin's too cool to cause chaos.
Well, most of the time.
Yeah.
All right, let me move this up here. You go up there in the corner.
My dog came down and did a half whine, so I knew if I didn't start petting him, he'd bark at you.
All right, let's do. How about Ken? Do you have something you want drawn?
No, you did my request, which was for my friend, so I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, okay. Why don't you? How about just pick one then from the.
Let's see here.
This one's Ken's choice.
So the one that I thought was pretty when I Googled it was Demure's Bridal Veil Falls. Here, I'll copy that over there for you.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And it's actually apparently in Colorado. I'm guessing it's in Vail. Let me look it up again. But that was the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
I am chaos incarnate, says Jeff. All right, we're gonna do this one. This was Ken's choice. Sorry, Papa B.
Oh.
Pick mine, Ken.
Yeah, so this is in Telluride, Colorado.
That's that name of that town that I was always thinking I was saying wrong, but I'm like, no, it's just Telluride.
Yeah, Telluride, yeah.
But I feel like I'm saying it wrong every time. All right, Bridal Fall or Veil Fall.
Yeah, and it's actually it's spelled a little differently. Let me try that again.
Oh, is that not spelled right?
No, it's not. Now that I look at it.
What's up, CC? Welcome to the stream. Yep,
there's a correct spelling of it.
Mod battle. This is Howie. 2 mods go in, 1 mod comes out. Yeah, I did I capped the planets up there. It's all right. It's okay.
Sorry, Papa B. Next time.
You gotta do better. What do I want to say? You gotta bribe better.
Yeah.
Or you gotta bribe more quickly.
I don't know, Lindsay. Telluride is the least of the weird names in Colorado. Yes, I agree. Telluride is the least of the weird names. Buena Vista is one of the weirdest because it's like, or just BV for short. But everyone's like, oh, you're not from BV because you're pronouncing it wrong.
Oh goodness.
Buena Vista or Buena Vista, yeah.
Goodness gracious. Okay.
That's totally a thing.
I know it is. I am sadly aware.
Yeah.
All right. I'm thinking this one might also be a color first and then maybe some lines. Let's see what we come up with here. We'll figure it out. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Thank you guys again for watching today for our nature stream. Just on the off chance that you've never been here before, do this every Friday, unless something crazy happens. But for the most part, it's pretty consistent. Pick a theme. You get to throw the suggestions in. If you are new over on the YouTube side, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're on the Twitch side, hit the follow. If you're on the Facebook side, welcome to the party.
Yeah.
You can like my page, Facebook. You can do that. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see.
No, you have 807 people like this, including 24 of my friends.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I appreciate it. Sometimes I feel bad that I'm bombarding people with stuff, but because, everything I've read everywhere is like, you must post every day or you are irrelevant. Like, okay, all right. So I literally post a new piece of artwork every single day. And it does make me wonder sometimes because I'm like, here, check this out. And it's like, oh, 6 people like this. And then I write something like, blah, 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 blah. And it's like 25 people like it. Like, wait a minute. Got to do it. Got to be relevant.
Yep. Do you use like one of those tools that can like post to multiple platforms at once?
I used to. And then it was kind of nice, but it's not very good on the fly.
Yeah.
And that's what messed me up is because they were all linked. And so when I was like, ooh, I want to do this, and I'd post it, and then it would double, triple post it onto the other places because they were all linked together. And that was stupid and was embarrassing. And then, like I said, it was all so pre-staged that it wasn't really good, like organically in the moment when I needed it to be.
Right.
It's like, oh, but I actually just ordered this product and I want to tell them about it. It's like, I could schedule it for a week from now, but it's just, so I turned it off after.
Okay. Yeah. We used to do that at my work there. A social media person had something that they actually paid for the tool, and they would post all the things. And that was years ago. So I think they've made it a lot easier now. And I know my Instagram will post to Facebook if I choose to, and it also does Twitter. But I notice when I do Twitter, it does it's just like a link to it or something. Doesn't like you said, it doesn't post very cleanly.
Yeah. Yeah. So. The one thing I don't like is when I share, on Facebook specifically, when I share posts that I do on my art account with my personal account, a lot of times it will totally just like delete the message I wrote. Like I'll be like, hey, check out this new time-lapse video. Here's the link. Hope you like it. And then I'll say like, share this onto my personal, and it'll just post the link. Like,
okay.
No context to that. I'm like, why did you get rid of the message I wrote? It does that all the time. That's kind of
I've had that happen where it's like I post a picture with the description. I think I had that happen on Instagram. I posted the picture with a description and it shared it to Facebook, and on the Facebook side it didn't have a description.
Yeah, that's lame.
And I just had the picture. I'm like, well, like
people are gonna think I don't know what I'm saying.
A random photo out of context. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are gonna think I'm out of my mind.
Yeah, and then Facebook did a weird thing too. Or my work was hiring, so I posted a blurb about it with the link on Facebook, and my friend shared it, and it was just the link. It had no, like, my whole blurb, it didn't get shared. And then it was really funny because her mom commented and said, oh, that'd be a really good job for Ken or Randy to do. And it's like, this is Ken's job. Because it was like literally my position that I'd posted.
Yeah.
And it was just like it was just weird. It was so weird that, like, I don't know what they're doing over there, but they're breaking stuff.
They do some weird things. All right, now we're gonna do some foliage, some very nice bright green grass and stuff that I'm looking at here on this picture. Got a lot of it in the.
When you lived in Colorado, did you ever get a chance to go up to the mountains and see the fall colors?
No.
Yeah, that is definitely worth it, and it's crazy because you have like a week. It's like they change colors and then they fall off the tree, and you have like a week to do it.
Yeah, I mean, really all the places I've ever lived, for the most part, I've been awful about looking at anything.
Right. I imagine that where you're at now, though, it gets fairly pretty in the fall time.
It does. It's the, like, probably my favorite thing about living here, and maybe the only thing.
I've driven through the countryside, and not exactly in your neighborhood, but pretty close to that side of the world, and there's a lot of nature over there.
It's like the only time I can recall driving and literally getting distracted in how beautiful everything is. Like, oh, I'm drifting.
Right.
It's like, oops, oopsies. But yeah, appreciate that. Did the chat stop, or is nobody talking?
Yeah, no, yeah, people got quiet.
Okay,
So
all right, that's fine. That's fine.
Brooks O'Brien says that's the same way in Massachusetts. Is that what MA is?
Yeah.
One week of beautiful leaves and it's all dead.
I think it lasts more than a week in Connecticut, but it is really, really nice.
Sue has to take off. Bye, Sue. Thanks for coming.
See you later, Sue. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, and Lindsay says sometimes it will last less than a week because of the stupid wind, and that's absolutely it. Like you really have to like, oh, the leaves are changing. Let's go look.
Please behave. Please. All right, see you later. Please behave.
There's actually a train ride up in the mountains that you can do, and we did that one year. We saw the fall colors on the train, and that was a lot of fun.
One thing I wanted to do and never did because I'm terrible, but something that my school had offered was a full tour of the hotel where The Shining was.
Yeah,
like a trip
in Estes Park,
and stay over there and like do a whole thing. And I'm like, ooh, I should do this. And I think they actually even did it every Halloween. Like every Halloween.
I stayed there. I'm pretty sure I stayed there for work one weekend.
Did you like see? Oh.
Sorry, Nick. Nothing happened.
I don't even need to finish the state. Like,
no.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't remember. I remember what job it was, but I don't remember what we were doing there. But I remember that we had to stay there overnight, or that's where they booked us.
Was it creepy at all, or is it just a hotel?
No, it was just a hotel.
Dang, that's disappointing. Does it have a hedge maze? Is that real, or was that Hollywood magic?
I don't know. I don't think they do. I think that's part of the Hollywood magic.
My disappointment continues to build.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a very big property from what I remember. Stanley Hotel, right?
Yeah. Yep. Action sits quietly, rejected with his transformer. Yep. I understand.
No, actually, they do show a maze out front, but it looks very small.
It was. I bet you it like didn't exist before, and then they made.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because they're like, oh, we got to make this.
It's literally like, I mean, all these pictures are from the roof looking down, but it looks like it's literally like waist high.
We only allow you to run through the maze during extremely cold snow time. I need to watch that movie again. It's been a long time since I've seen The Shining. Very long time.
Let's see. I'm trying to find a picture of like more at people level.
Okay, it's finally time to put water.
So it looks like that's exactly what you're saying. They probably planted it for the Shining because there's a picture of a guy next to it, and the trees are pretty tall in this photo.
Yeah.
But they're just still growing, I think is what's going on.
Magic, Kevin. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right, time to finally add the water to this water.
Yeah, because this one is, let's see, when was this? This one, like they're looking down at the freshly planted trees. Yeah, so Estes Park Stanley Hotel is inspiration for Stephen King's, but it has long-faced one key problem. The hedge maze that the audience saw in the iconic film version did not exist.
Yeah, there it is.
And so now they finally have the hedge maze, sort of.
Because,
they just planted it.
It's one of those things where everyone's going to ask about it.
Yeah, so this was in 2015. They looks like they're freshly planted.
Fresh. But yeah, that was a thing that I'd always intended to do while I lived there, and I never did. But we didn't really go anywhere, do anything. Like, I even remember spending so little time doing anything other than either going to school or going to work. That's
yeah.
I remember it was a big deal when I went downtown for the first time. Like, lived there for years. I was like, oh, here's downtown Denver.
Right.
Some water, little droplets. Look at that. Isn't that just look at that beauty?
I wanted to send a sad crying face to Canadian Papa B. Why is the emote on Twitch or a sad crying face called Bible Thump?
I don't know, but that is it's the appropriate face. But yes, it does do that.
Like that whole thing about that Twitch icon that got removed.
Yep.
Because it was being, and it's like, why? I don't get this correlation. Like, what does that mean? And why is it this guy's face? And so much I don't understand about Twitch.
It's okay. All right. Yeah, we definitely have time for another one. Let me scale this down a little bit. I feel like one more. It's perfect. Look, the canvas is like, you can put one more right here. That's what it's saying. That's what it's telling me. What is going to be the last one? Do we have anything that's like got maybe some oranges in it? Let's see.
I haven't honestly been looking at them all, but
let's see.
I bet that Botanica from Beast Machines would have some orange in it.
I don't think it did. What you trying to do here?
Trying to help out Papa B.
Let me go back and look at it again. Let's see. Botanica. Transformers. She's crazy looking. She also has a lot of different forms. I don't know which one of these is the right one. A lot of different ones. Mud. I always like draw some mud.
Reed was trying to get you to draw Chester again earlier by having Chester chewing on a nut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Here,
let's do. I'm gonna do a fall leaf. I'm gonna do a leaf. This is gonna be the most detailed leaf you've ever seen.
Oh, you're not gonna do a leaf pile? You're just gonna do one leaf?
I'm gonna do one leaf.
All right.
You're gonna be so enamored with the one leaf though, you might as well be looking at a pile. That's what's gonna happen. All right, let me do a leaf. Maybe I'll do a couple once I do the one. Let's do leaf.
So Papa B says that crying emote is Isaac from the Binding of Isaac, which features a child with Stephen King level Bible thumping mother.
I think he explained that to me too once upon a time.
Oh, that's a good one, Carrie. Carrie said a pumpkin patch.
Oh yeah.
Which is going back to the whole green thumb thing. If you look, I don't know if you've seen the photo, it's in my profile photos. There's a picture of me next to a giant pumpkin. And Carrie and I grew that pumpkin together. Got it up to 316 pounds, I believe.
Well, then you can easily do some bonsai action.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that I could, but it and we were not the smallest pumpkin there, but we were definitely not the biggest. We were probably like the sixth smallest. It was like we were probably like number 12 out of 16 or something contestants. It's crazy.
So you like entered it into a contest?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We grew it for a contest.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we were just over 300 pounds, and the winner was like 1,600.
If I did anything like that, I would Looney Tunes ham it up, right? Like I'd have like Bugs Bunny overalls and a giant sun hat, and I'd come out with like oversized gloves and a little like the little like 3-pronged like hook thing that you like mess up the dirt with. Like I would be like over prepared for everything, and it'd be ridiculous. I'm here. I'm ready to do some farming. You don't need any of this. Why did you wear all this? I thought I spent $400 on this outfit. Are you telling me I didn't need any of this? Thank you, Scott. Scott says the waterfall is awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to go eat lunch. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to like the stream if you didn't. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did already. That is the only way I know that you guys are having a good time is with the numbers. Of course, you could also tell me, but the numbers helps. I'll do a couple leaves.
Gotta update my notes with all these requests. Been falling behind.
Oh yeah.
I like to, you know me. I like to have my own little.
You got your own
that I
system.
save. I got my own little system. So I've been passing them on to you, but I haven't been saving them in my system.
It was very helpful when we were looking back at the year. That was for sure.
Yeah. Ah. There we go. Fazoom passed out, had a dad nap.
Oh.
He said he just woke up. Apparently, I had a dad nap. He must not have realized he dozed off. Yeah, Lindsay says all these nature doodles make me want to go outside, but it's hella cold. Yeah. It was like 20 degrees this morning.
It's cold here. Don't worry. All right. I am going to do some. It's not a pile, but it's like, it's a little batch. What are you doing? What is it doing there? Stop that. Yeah, it's like a little collection of leaves.
Your kid brings them in. Look at Dad! I got all these leaves from outside.
Both my kids collected leaves at one point or another, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" They had like a collection in their room, and I'd be like, "Why is this?"
Were they just a pile of leaves in the room, or were they like put them in books or something?
They put them in. No, that would be like that's a more sophisticated way. It'd just be like, "Why is there a shoebox with leaves in it?"
Okay,
like, or a shoebox with like rocks. They both have collected rocks. Like,
oh man. Rocks. My father-in-law collects rocks still. Like, he doesn't take them home. He comes and visits. He finds a cool rock. He brings it to my house, leaves it, and then goes home. I'm like, I don't want your rocks.
It's like there's something to like collecting, minerals and all kinds of cool. But it's like, oh, that's a neat looking rock. Like, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And like if you're collecting rocks and you know what they are, and you know what the mineral is, and that's fine. That's great. And I've met people like that, and that's and they have a cool collection, and they can tell you like, oh, that's a such and such, and I got it from such and such, and that's super awesome. But like he literally picks it up and goes, oh, this is a cool rock, and carries it home with him from his walk, and then leaves it here at my house because he's staying with me for a couple of months, and then he goes home without taking the rocks with him because he doesn't want to wait in the RV when he's driving home.
That's awesome. I love it.
Hey Larry, yes, it is Friday. It's good to have you here.
Hey, what's up, Larry? Oh, Larry, the Deadpool stickers are on the store now. I know you have a personal vested interest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, did you see the cool tree that he mocked up for one of our builds?
I think I saw him starting it. Yeah,
he did this cool, scary tree for a Halloween themed group build that we did for one of the local used Lego stores, one of the bricks and minifigs.
Yeah.
And then he needed to disassemble the tree because he needs parts. So he did this really cool photo shoot of a Deadpool minifig chopping down the tree.
Oh yeah, no, I don't even think I've seen it like completed.
Yeah.
I just think I remember him showing off like his beginnings of it and the trunk and like as he was going with it, but I don't even think I ever saw it completed. I think I just saw the
Okay. Yeah, he says he had shared those photos on the Lug chat room, but he said they're up on Instagram, so you can check them out there.
Cool. All right. Yeah, we're gonna definitely do these as like fall color leaves to get some like oranges and stuff in here. Balance it out a little bit.
Yeah, Larry says I should give my father-in-law's rock collection to Moto because he's a rock hound. He is, but
like a quote real rock guy.
Yeah, he's a real rock hound. Yeah, the bigger ones I actually give to my friend Carrie. That's in the chat. She likes them. So, nice. Like, I've dug a few large ones out of the yard, and they've ended up at her house. He said that tree that he did, that big tree he did, was 2,200 parts.
That's crazy. I believe it. What's up, Space Time Brick Studios? Nice to know that things are going well with the project.
We're working on some top secret project.
Yeah, for those of you that know, you know, and for those that don't, you don't.
Maybe we'll find out one day.
Maybe. All right, we're gonna base with the orange.
Oh, and Hawkeye Lego Man's here.
What is up? Welcome to the stream. Little tail end of the stream, but welcome.
See, Hawkeye, you missed it. We actually did a tornado earlier, but it wasn't a flaming tornado.
It was not a flaming tornado. This turned out pretty good, though. I mean, again, this is another one of those that I do not draw nature very often. You don't see me sitting here drawing flowers and rocks and leaves almost ever. So thank you guys for being here and, providing me with some suggestions and a theme that's a little bit more different for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed drawing it for you. Thank you guys for watching over on Facebook, liking the stream over there, and for Twitch and YouTube, thank you. Remember to like the stream, hit all the buttons, follow all the things.
Carrie confirms that she is a rockaholic.
Yeah. There's some really neat, cool stuff. That's the stuff that usually gets ridiculous in terms of cost and price. I remember when I was there. Remember when I was there for that rock show?
Yeah.
I wasn't there because I wanted rocks, but
right.
Tommy wanted rocks, so I was there to help him with his booth. But I remember walking around and I'm like, "What does POR mean?" And he's like, "Oh, you're not buying that rock." I was like, "I don't even know what it means." He's like, "That's price on request." I'm like, "Oh." It's like, that means that rock costs so much money, they're uncomfortable putting it on that piece of paper. Like,
that's
dang.
Funny.
Okay, I guess I don't want that. I guess you're correct.
Yeah, that's when I actually met you in person. Before I even knew who you were or anything about you, I'd met you in person.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun trip, though. I'm glad Tommy gave me that chance. That was so spur of the moment. Hey, you want to go to Denver with me? What? What? Tommy does that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
He's just like, you ever been on a boat before? Like, yeah. You want to go on a boat trip next week? Like, we're thousands of miles away. Like, what do you mean?
Papa V says POR is fall in love with this first, then commit to buy before knowing how much.
Yeah, it is. There's just some that I remember seeing, both at that show and also just, in museums and stuff, that they're so mesmerizing. They almost don't seem real. Like, that's not real. Like, that's made in a lab.
Like the ones where it's like a geode or whatever inside, like the rock crystals. Yeah.
And when there's like perfect square angles and stuff in it, it's like a trip.
Oh yeah.
Like when you're seeing stuff that's like, like those perfect cubes that appear in a cluster of rocks. Like, what are these cubes in here?
Yeah, there's a beach I want to say in Tasmania that's like that, where it's like a perfect grid work cut into the stone of the rock.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did that ever form? I have no idea, but it's like,
yep.
Like, and they're like perfect, like 1 foot by 1 foot squares, and they're like long straight lines, or both like horizontal and vertical, like cut into this rock.
You know what I just thought about? There was one thing I did see in Colorado, but it was not because I was living there. I went to the is it Carlsbad Caverns?
Yeah,
that's there, right?
Carlsbad, I think, is in New Mexico, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one in New Mexico.
Then I didn't do anything. I failed. I have failed this test. I thought it was in Colorado.
Yeah, no, that's in Carlsbad, New Mexico. Down. It's. I want to make sure it's the one I was thinking about before I talked about it. It's in the very southern edge of New Mexico, like right on the Mexican border. And
whoopsies.
I'm sorry. Yeah, right on the Texas border, actually.
Well, so my family, we did a trip when I was a kid.
It's just like northeast of El Paso.
Oh, maybe it was that.
Maybe that.
As Larry said, maybe it was that, because we took a trip when I was a kid. We drove up from Austin to Colorado, and we went to a gigantic cave there. And I remember that, but we drove through New Mexico. Yeah, that was on that same. We did Gardens of the God on that same trip, that same road.
Yeah, Austin to Colorado. Yeah, I could see that because if you took like the 10 across,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be too far out of the way. And so I did it once when I was a kid. When I was like 8, we took the 10 and we came across on Highway 10 and we swung into Carlsbad, and it's a long hike down, and you
Yeah.
end up like a mile below ground if I remember right, and there's an elevator that takes you back up. And if I remember right, there's actually like fast food joints at the bottom, or some kind of. I remember I always thought it was fast food, but there's some kind of food option cafeteria thing at the bottom of the cave.
Yeah. I remember that too.
So then, yeah, that was Carlsbad.
Okay. We did a couple things though. Like it was our big, I think like most families, right, have like the big family trip you do one time. That was our big one. It was like a week long and we went to a lot of things.
Yeah.
And it was our final destination was Colorado, and then we turned back around. But that was a good family. That was a good childhood memory.
Yeah, we were, my family, like we had a big family, didn't have a ton of money, and so we did like road trips every summer was
Yeah.
the thing we'd do. And usually it's California, Utah, and back. But a lot of times we'd, like one year in particular, we took my sister to college, and my dad must have gotten like 2 months off work, and we went like all through the whole Western U.S. Made it to we were kind of circling back and made it to around Oklahoma, and then got a phone call or called the neighbors because didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah.
But must have my parents must have called the neighbors, and they said, "Oh, your son is having bonfires in the backyard." So we booked it back home, and the trip pretty much got canceled from there.
Your son is having bonfire.
Well, we had a big yard, and we did have a fire pit, but yeah, apparently he was partying and having bonfires every night.
As you do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Reed says he also missed most of that stuff, and he lived there for 20 years. Yeah, see?
Yeah. Yeah, when you're, like you said earlier, you're busy with work and school and family and everything else, and you don't get out. Like people come here and go, "Oh, what is there to do in Denver?" And I'm like, I don't know. So I actually picked up some like Denver guidebooks that I found somewhere, and I threw them in the guest room. Like, here, read through these and find something to do.
It was so funny when I went and visited Joey, I guess 2 summers ago in Jersey. And I was like, Joey, like, give me a tour of Jersey. I don't know anything about Jersey. Show me around. And he's like, okay. And I remember like when I was there and we were eating or something, I was like, so what are the plans? And there wasn't really a plan.
Right.
And I was like, Joey, please don't tell me I'm going to have to Google things to do in Jersey.
Yeah.
And then like 24 hours later, I was Googling things to do in New Jersey.
Aww.
But we went and visited like a lighthouse, which was fun.
Yeah.
But it cracked me up because we basically did a phone a friend because we called Sega. He goes by Sega. That's not his name. But he's also a Jersey native. And he was like, Joey, you're not taking Kevin to any of the things that you're supposed to take him to. So I was
Isn't there like a famous pier?
Yeah, we did. We went there.
You went there, yeah.
There's like a really famous one that got like buried in the water from the hurricane.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's a roller coaster that's like halfway submerged now. And
stuff.
Wow. But there's a lot of other like pier stuff like that. Oh, let me know. I don't want to block it. There's our fall foliage.
When you were here, did you go to Red Rocks for a concert or anything, or just to see it?
I did go there one time, but
Okay.
it was not for any type of activity. Nothing was happening. It was
you just went to check it out. So that's usually what we take people to.
You know what it was for? It was for college. We had to go there on one of my classes, and we had to draw it.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what class it was for though, but we had to like take a sketch pad.
Yeah, so that's usually my go-to when someone comes. It's like, okay, let's go check out Red Rocks.
Yeah. Okay, so we still have 15 minutes. I think I could do an easy thing. Let me scale down these.
You need an orange pumpkin in there.
We could do a pumpkin. Let me scale these flowers down a little bit. All right, go here.
As I say, put them over next to the duck.
That duck is so funny. And you guys if you don't Google that duck, that is exactly what that duck looks like. That is exactly what that duck looks like. Those leaves are really nice. Thank you, Ray. I said, you guys stand back and wait for these leaves. That's what I said. That was my words. Okay. Let's do we can do a pumpkin.
I tagged you in a photo on Facebook, or in a comment on a photo. In case you need a reference.
Oh, for the pumpkin.
No, it doesn't have to be the pumpkin. You do so much artwork for me. It absolutely does not have to be the pumpkin.
It doesn't have to be that
for
pumpkin.
Future, if when you were like, why did Ken tag me in this random photo?
Oh, what did he say? Oops. All right. Where is it? Mention me in a comment. Where am I? That's a gigantic pumpkin.
Yeah. So Lindsay worked during Bronco games selling kettle corn and candied almonds for a season. Those Raider games are scary, full out brawl right in front of my booth.
You want to throw pumpkin in the chat real quick? Just so
yeah, sure.
There. I'll just draw. It's like a white pumpkin. It's like very pale.
So did you end up opening that photo?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
So that's Carrie.
Okay, nice. Well, look at that team effort.
Yep.
There we go. Teamwork.
So that was my first and only year growing a pumpkin, but she actually did it for a number of years. And I think she managed to get ones bigger than that one, but I don't remember exactly. She'll have to correct me.
Crazy.
Yeah, apparently too, it's like one of those things where it's you grow the pumpkin in the same spot every year, and the soil slowly builds up and gets better quality, and so you can get bigger pumpkins in the future. And we just ended up like that was half my backyard, and I took out all the grass and did that, and ended up just going back to grass a couple years later. So
wait, this is in your backyard?
Yeah, that's in my backyard. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, the backyard's about 30 feet deep and 60 feet wide. And we took a 30-foot by 30-foot spot of the yard, took all the grass out of it, rototilled it all out, pulled it all out, and the pumpkin took that entire area with all of its vines and everything else. It needed all that area in order to be able to grow enough to gather enough nutrients to be able to grow.
Wow.
And yeah, like I was saying, normally it takes a couple of years to get your garden up to snuff to be able to grow a really big one.
Yeah.
Well, the contest that we entered, the guy that won, it was his first year growing a pumpkin.
Wow.
It's just like, how did you grow a 1,400-pound pumpkin in your very first year?
What did you do with it when it was done?
We carved it into a giant jack-o'-lantern and put it on the front porch.
That thing must have had
and then I think after that, we threw it in a compost pile.
It must have been so many seeds. Seeds for
Yeah, there was. I still actually have a bag of them right behind me. So Carrie said that her biggest pumpkin was 525 pounds.
Oh, thank you guys for everybody put pumpkin in the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I always save the seeds and roast them. Did you do any of that or no?
No, not with ours. We split them between us and then saved them for future pumpkins. So the way the giant
growing, yes.
Yeah, the way it works in the giant pumpkin world is pumpkins actually have heritage and lineage, and you can trace back your giant pumpkin all the way back up to 125 years to when they first started kind of breeding pumpkins and crossbreeding them to grow bigger ones. Wow. And so they track all that stuff, and then so like where your seed came from and what parents it had, and you can track it back for decades usually.
Usually when there's that in depth of a history of a lineage, that usually means there's a seedy underbelly too. Is there like a evil pumpkin mafia? There's like big mafia or big pumpkin. They're trying to keep the little guys down.
I don't think so. But I can, Carrie used to grow in a nursery. Used to grow hers in a nursery, and it was kind of like accessible to other growers and the public and stuff. Yeah. So I can see, someone sabotaging things, and I know that I actually do know that did happen. Like the water lines got cut and got pulled out.
When there's stuff like this,
right?
Hey, that's a real shame about your pumpkin the other day.
Yeah. So, and you think like there are like crazy rules too, because obviously people have abused them. So like your pumpkin can't have any holes in it. So if a mouse got underneath it and chewed a hole through the pumpkin, you're disqualified because you can always like fill it up with water or something and make it heavier.
Hey, I heard the other day about about your problem with your pumpkin. That's a real shame that a mouse got in there. I'm already picturing all these like pumpkin like, mob bosses that are like, oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, thankfully the prize is usually like a bag of mulch or something, so it's not like you're going after some big prize money. Yeah, there's no like $1,000 cash prize or something that like
some guys
the mob wants to get involved because there's all this money. There's pumpkin betting.
Somebody's got a pinstripe overalls, and they're like tapping a shovel in their hand. Yeah. They're like, we gonna have trouble? What's up, Brick Vibe? Welcome. Been a while, Brick Vibe. All right, there's our pumpkins. One of them is more clearly based on the reference image than the other one. But let's see. So it's very pale. I'm gonna try to get like this pale orangey color. What's up, our toy world? We got Richie. Richie is coming over into my stream. What's up, Richie? Don't forget to like the stream, new people. Larry's
calling you out on your attempt at a pun. Underbelly.
It wasn't, but I'm gonna totally claim that it was.
Yeah,
that was on purpose. Unintentional puns are the best.
Oh yeah.
Let's do some shading here a little bit. Yeah, this is a nice little. Some more little color here. We have so many green things, which is understandable in a nature-themed show.
Jeff says the Pumpkin Patch Mafia.
Yeah.
Sounds like a band name.
Oh yeah. Hey, like I said, anytime something grows to a point, there is stuff afoot.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Like probably in your neighborhood, the East Coast. There's.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, 100%. I don't doubt that for a second. All right, let's get some of this here. It took me a while to realize on this photo that you share with me that like the stem is attached still to the vine.
Oh yeah, that's still growing. Like I think that probably was taken right before we cut it.
Because it just kind of like makes it, my mind kind of like thought of it as like a guardrail or something.
Oh yeah,
it's preventing people from touching that.
Yeah, no, that's in the garden growing away.
It's craziness.
I have to reopen the image. It's been like I opened it and tagged you in it, and then I closed it. It's been a while since I've actually like looked at it.
Is that's a team lift right there, huh?
Yeah. So we kind of rolled it on its side a little bit and put a blanket underneath it, and then rolled it the other way and pulled the blanket out, and then took 4 of us to lift it.
Oh, that's a double team lift.
Yeah, I think we put it on a cart, I want to say, and we wheeled it to the front yard and then lifted it into the truck.
Wow.
So, which that was definitely like a concern early on because I don't have vehicle access to the yard. So it's like, if this grows to 1,000 pounds, what do we do?
How do we get it out of here? That is a genuine thing you wouldn't have to think about. I don't think normally.
Well, so the fence that's behind me was that neighbor has vehicle access, and so I think we were going to take down a section of the fence and use the tractor and go in that way.
Gotcha. Let's see. What's up, Brickman Mosaic Art? Welcome to the stream. We're just done. This is our last drawing for the day. And with that, I think I just finished it too. I feel good about that. Look at all these beautiful naturey things. All right, let me turn off the comment. There we go. And let me unplug the tablet because we are done. We are done drawing today, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a tour. We're going to reminisce on all the things that were drawn today. And we're going to wrap up. Let me get this out of the way. There's quite a few here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 15.
Nice. You said over 10 is Like 10's your average, right?
It's the average, and
Yeah, that's great.
I think last week I think I had 9.
Oh wow.
So, so yeah, this is great. All right, so let's go through this. Let's take a look. Let's look. We're gonna start up here. Here is our Piper.
Piping plover chick.
Yeah, see, I'm not gonna get that right. Piping plover chick. There we go. And then we've got this iris flower. It's purple. Imagine it's purple. Yeah, it looks like I like organic shapes better than geometric shapes. I like this pine tree a lot. The pine trees. That came out pretty good.
Yep, that was from someone's farm.
Yeah, that's Sue's, I think, right?
Yeah, yep. Sue's pine tree forest that her dad planted. That's what it was.
Here's a tornado. Terrifying. Here's this funny duck. Well, he's goofy. A Indian running duck.
Yep, that's exactly it.
It has not been exaggerated. This is authentic. Here's a bonsai tree. Here is a shark jumping from the water. I'm still not in love with that one. That one's a little rough, but there it is. Devil's Tower.
Yep.
In Wyoming.
Yep, Devil's Tower.
Here is a dancing tree man. And here's Captain Planet. Captain Planet. We have a rose. Bleeding rose here. Here is a very specific waterfall. I can't remember the name right now. Top of my head.
The Bridal Veil Falls.
Bridal Veil Falls, yeah.
Telluride, Colorado.
Here's this type of flower that Julian had asked for. It starts with the
Wisteria.
Wisteria.
Yeah, Wisteria.
Here's some pumpkins and some nice fall leaves. It's almost like, well, we don't really have any wintry thing. I was gonna say we almost have all the seasons here. Not really any summery things either. Oh well, it's fine.
You can say Devil's Tower isn't winter. Well, you got the pine trees. Those are kind of wintry.
That can count. That can count as wintry. Yep. And so one of my other takeaways from the retrospective is I am going to go, when this is done, I'm going to go and label all these. So they will have a label of what they were and who requested them. I've done that in the last couple episodes. And if you watch the time-lapse recap, which goes up on Sunday on my YouTube channel, it's a 5-minute, very quick time-lapse of everything that was drawn. It ends with the final shot of all these with everybody's labels, who requested it and what it was.
Nice.
So it's a nice little thing that I've added on for this year in reflection. Thank you, Ken, for being here again.
Absolutely.
Appreciate your help and support in collecting everybody's ideas. Thank you guys once again for being here and watching, throwing your ideas out there for today's nature-themed episode. Reminder, if you are on YouTube, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you're on Twitch, appreciate the follow. You could subscribe there too if you wish. You can use the Mr. Hink emotes there if you are a subscriber on Twitch. Thank you to those that watched on Facebook. It's our second stream ever over there on Facebook, so thank you. You can follow the Art of Kevin Hinkle page there if you want to keep up to date with what's going on. Another shout out to all the patrons. Thank you, patrons. You guys mean a lot to me. And once again, we've got new stickers over on the Etsy, etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. Check them out. Cool stuff. I'm proud of them. Good work. Anything else you'd like to say, Ken?
No. Are you still saving snippets for people that made the request?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. If I know who you are, and if you got an Instagram, I'll clip it out and send it over to you.
Nope, definitely. Just like I said, thanks for having me, and I loved the theme, and that's why I was pretty happy when you said that today was available.
Yeah, we're going to do more of this. This year, I'm going to really try to keep bouncing back and forth between a little bit more familiar ground and a little bit more different stuff.
Awesome.
So we're going to keep that going through the course of the year. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Remember, if you want to see some more art stuff, Family Bricks is an art stream tomorrow. That's the Family Bricks YouTube channel. And Funny Figs has his art stream on Sunday. So you've got 3 days worth of art stuff that you can check out. Have a great weekend, everyone. I will catch you next time. Next week is our multiplayer. There'll be a guest artist on with me, so it should be exciting. See you later.